Excellent.
You don't know what you're doing.
I still think we have one of the coldest intros ever, but that's just me. Welcome, everybody, to an all-new episode of Much to Do About Nothing.
Everything.
All right, yeah, AJ won't be back next week. Anyway, I've been waiting. I regretted it. I've been waiting all weekend to be able to talk with the guys. So many news topics to talk about. So let's get right into it. But before I do, I want to introduce the panel, starting off with Trevon. What's up, Trevon?
Hey, happy to be here to talk about geek stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Yeah.
You forgot the word geek?
We got some wit shit, too, that you was liking on Trevon. We got some wit shit to talk. All right.
We can also
got
talk
some wit
sports.
Right.
What is that?
If the
What is
geek
sports?
stuff is not good for you, we can always talk sports.
Trevon did sound like he needed an
Great week.
alternative. Like,
Well, yeah. I'm not sure what else you want to talk about.
I had to think
he
about
did kind
positive
of
words
sound like,
to say.
if this
I had
geek
to
shit
think
don't
about
work.
I think about positive words to say.
I get you. Look, if you want options,
I will be a
Trevon,
little
like
bit
I said.
negative tonight, so be prepared.
A little bit,
Yeah.
as opposed to
Yeah.
mostly positive.
Okay. Let's not do that. Okay. I'm a nice person.
I was about
okay?
to say, you just sounded like you were just going to be on brand, but okay. Next up, Joel. What's up, Joel?
What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing?
Pretty good. I hear people talking in my house.
Is there
Wait,
people in
what?
the house?
Like,
Oh,
Are
Yeah.
you on the phone? 'Cause if you're
Someone's
Should
not,
on
be
the
worried?
phone. Sorry. No, I just heard more
Yeah.
voices than there should have been, but someone's on the phone. It
Okay.
scared me. I'm dead.
It's like you hearing things over there? You good?
It's like, oh, you guys are gonna watch me die on camera. That's cool. Next up, Didge. What's going on, Didge?
oh, not much. I'm looking for a turntable.
A turntable.
Interesting.
I have vinyl, so I need to
are
play the
you
vinyl.
looking?
You have vinyls. What do you sit by the fire, smoke a cigar, and sip wine? Look at you, you little fancy idiot.
Wine and
I have
cheese.
vinyl.
It's hip hop vinyl. If that helps anything. Like it's not
It
like I'm
doesn't
listening
help
to, like,
anything.
classic.
No, it doesn't help anything. I have vinyl.
I do.
What? I didn't even like
Not
how
even
you said that.
CDs. He just went vinyl.
You sounded like you were in a whole other tax bracket than the rest of us. I didn't like that at all. I have
I don't think
vinyl.
that's true.
No one even
I have
asked.
vinyl. You broke it. Yeah, that right, Joe. No one
He
said that.
He asked me what I was up to, and at the same time, I'm literally looking for vinyl right now. As we're, I'm not,
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
to be fair, I just wanted to be able to play the vinyl that I have, guys.
Oh, man.
Look, all I'm saying is you guys heard it. Didge just said he's better than this. I mean,
didn't.
it's submitted now. We
I
all heard it.
definitely did.
You did.
We
You
all
did.
heard it. We all heard
You
it.
did.
Like, look, AJ, in my story, he said that while like swirling around some red
Look,
wine. He
I
was
heard
just
it too.
swirling it. Like,
Sam,
I'm
presents.
looking for vinyls.
I'm
you
drinking
broke
sparkling
bitches.
water. It's very basic stuff. I just
All I'm
I
saying
got
is,
some vinyl, you know.
Didge, all I'm saying is when they replay it back, this is exactly what you said. Hey, what's going on, guys? Y'all know where to find vinyls, you broke bitches? Like, that's exactly what you said. And there's just, whoa, that's a way to start it. Like,
That's
what?
so not true.
That's exactly how you
That's-
said it. But it's
that's
okay,
100%
Didge. It's
not
all right.
true.
It's all right, man. Your family. We
All right.
accept it, you know? We accept it. We understand. It's cool. We'll help you find those vinyls. And we'll get you what you need. Your turntables. We'll get it for you. We
Your
promise.
turntables.
I just needed
You
a
and
turntable,
Trevon
guys.
are already on fire. Okay, I like it. I like the
I
energy.
didn't do
we're getting.
anything.
It's all right. Trayvon's like, hey, I'm going to be different, even though that's the same. And you're like, hey, I'm just better than you. I like it. Last but not
The great one.
right? Look, he just thinks he's better than us, right? Look at that. Ridiculous.
The evil.
All Diz needs is a cigar now.
He already was swirling the wine. I saw a cat on his lap. Like, it just, the whole thing is just
A
crazy.
cat on my lap.
I did. I saw it.
All right.
Your pinky went to your mouth like 3 or 4 times. I saw it. We all saw it.
Oh, great.
drinking scotch with the Vinos. Respect him. He called you
Yeah.
all peasants. Yeah, we heard it. We heard it. We definitely
You
heard
really
it. We heard it.
did.
We heard it.
Guys.
But last but definitely not least, welcoming to the Much Ado About Nothing family, because he finally has off during the nights. Welcome, AJ. Welcome to the rest of the world.
The rest
feels
of the
good.
world.
Look, it feels good not to be on night shift anymore, okay?
I can tell
It
you.
feels so good.
Chilling.
And I just say I appreciate it because AJ is giving me PTSD. I wake up at 3 a.m. thinking AJ just messaged me, and I'm like, oh no, there's nothing. Oh, that's right. He's not working those hours anymore.
Exactly.
I can sleep successfully now. Goodness gracious. it's been
Finally.
good, AJ.
Yes,
I
that
thank
too.
you.
I also get
I
sleep.
thank you. You
Also
also
get
get
sleep.
sleep.
Thank
You
God.
didn't give a damn if we got sleep. Sitting there
Nope.
tweeting us, texting us,
Nope.
3 a.m.
Absolutely
Like, yo,
not.
did you see this?
Look.
No, we're asleep.
Look, if I'm up, you all gotta be up.
Nah,
That's how it
Trevon,
is.
we don't play by them rules, right, Trevon? We don't play by that. We get sleep around these parts.
Oh, I don't see the message till I wake up. So I'm like, oh,
Trevon be up on
whole
Twitter.
conversation. Sometimes I'll be up. Sometimes I'll be up, but most of the time I'm like,
Sure.
oh, they were talking to each other last night. Okay.
You just scroll right through and just go, all right,
Yep.
whatever, cool.
And I like
All
a few, then I'll close it. Yep. All right,
Yeah,
that's
nope,
it.
sounds about right. Yeah, sounds like our laws of AJ. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Look, everything revolves around me. You guys should already know this by now.
We get it. You and DIdge, we get it. We get it.
Oh, God. How did I
Superiority.
get included in here?
I mean, again, your name says DIdge, the great.
The great one. Yeah.
I don't understand how you think you're
You
maneuvering
walked
out
into
of
that
it.
one.
Yeah,
It was
that
from a
is-
different show, and I just forgot to change my name.
People's
Sure,
No
children.
problem. Whatever
That's
helps
what it
you
is.
sleep at night. Whatever helps you sleep at night. But all right, guys, like I said, every show I want to try to do a question of the week. And the question this week is a real fun one. It's one I know I've done with GVN before, but I'm not sure if I've done it with this group. So I want to do it with you guys. Just have fun with it, okay? So the question of the week is, who from a TV show, has to be a TV show, not a movie or anything else, just has to be a TV show, was your first crush from a TV show?
Oh, come on.
A TV show?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can it be like
Celebrity
an
show?
animated show too?
No. No.
You said show. You didn't
A
specify.
live action TV show.
Okay.
AJ.
you just said show. So
Angel from Buffy.
Angel from Buffy. Okay.
mm,
All right. Okay.
There we go.
I see.
Like, woo.
Shit. I mean, I had an aunt that was very much into Angel from Buffy at that time, so
Even,
Angel
when,
was a
even when
better
he
show,
went evil.
I understand. Angel was being
Yeah.
talked about daily, so I get it. I completely get it. Yeah, this
I'ma
one
go-
is.
I'm gonna
This
go
one's
Laura.
difficult.
Laura from Family Matters.
Okay.
Really? Laura?
Okay.
Yeah.
Back then, I'll give him that, Joel. Back then, she was a baddie. Back then, I'll give him that. She did
Laura
not
never
age
did
well.
it for me.
Yeah, she did not age well.
What's her name was? Myra? Was her name?
Myra was.
Myra.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna go with somebody that's just the most complete obvious because it just runs in the genes. Fuck. Why did
Oh, I
just
want to
completely-
switch mine. I got
no,
mine.
Go ahead.
Selena Gomez.
Really? Fuck. Well, I can't do that.
Oh, you are a child, so yeah, you can. I was gonna say, Joel, you can't say that.
Yeah.
You can say it now, but you can't.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
That was
AJ
a
You
shit.
said first. You said first. I was,
AJ is a
don't trick me
I've
over
been an
here.
adult her entire life.
yeah. AJ is a baby enough to have been 11 when Wizards of Waverly Place came out.
I got a few more. Robin.
This is tough.
It is. I
This
have
is
maybe.
You know what?
I have
Nope,
a
I got
list.
mine. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Lisa Bonet.
It's
A
not
different
bad.
world.
Somebody
Lisa
just said
Bonet.
that in.
That's not a
Ooh,
bad
yeah, I
one.
might have to. That,
Yep.
that might have to be
Yeah.
it. That
She
might
was a
have to be
massive
it.
daddy, bro.
How
She was,
stupid
bro.
Like, man, I was.
Bro. And then what's even crazier is she said, "You know what? I'm so sexy. Watch me spawn an even sexier child. And god damn, is her daughter just like, Lord, behold.
Wrong.
So for me, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and be totally honest. That whole family tree. Let's loop everybody. Lenny, Jason, like the whole tree, the whole fucking tree. Just goddamn.
Let me look up these people.
You don't know? You don't know
who
Lisa Bonet?
is?
I know who Lisa Bonet is because of Jason Momoa. Anyway, but yeah, so that's the only
You
reason
don't know her
Cousin
daughter?
Jason Momoa?
Her daughter was Catwoman in the Batman earlier this year.
They look very similar.
I know who
Extremely
she
similar.
is. I know
Oh,
who she
okay. I'm
is.
sorry. You confused me when you said, "Let me
I
look
don't
up
know
these
her
people."
from
I'm
that
like, you
old
gotta
stuff y'all
know.
watching. You know,
Oh, a different world. Oh,
Trevon, you
oh
ain't
no,
a
no, no!
baby.
Time out! No! Time out, Trevon. Here's why you don't have to Google it. Lisa Bonet, back when the Different World came out, is exactly what her daughter is right now.
No, I'm
You don't have to
talking
Google
to.
anything.
I think you mentioned two guy names. I was like, let me look them up.
No. I just said Jason Momoa and Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, you
yeah,
talking about them.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know anybody else from their family tree.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Let me
Those
look.
are four really pretty people to be
Okay.
coming from the same nucleus,
I mean,
right? That's a lot. Go
A
ahead.
different world. That almost that entire cast was because
I
Summers
have to agree.
looks amazing. Like
Yeah. Yep.
like
I
that
have to
entire
agree.
cast. I was just like, this is what college is gonna be. Oh, I will be there.
Oh,
He said, "I'll
Lord,
be
goodness
there."
gracious! There was a Lisa Bonet in college. Lord. All right. So I said Lisa Bonet. Did you agree?
Just to give a different name, Ashley Banks, because she was so much older than me at that time, and I was just like, oh, this is.
Oh.
See, I never looked at her that way though. Even though
But
she
see,
was.
she was
She
older
was.
than me, so that's why it was always the like, oh, she could be my babysitter who I have a crush on.
Yeah.
I never looked at her that way. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
No, I'm thinking of Tatiana Ali today, and that's
Oh,
what I'm
even
Yeah,
still,
no,
yeah,
I
still,
mean-
yes.
later.
Yeah.
I mean, older her
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That lines up. You were safe there. AJ, you went with the massive, obvious, and Selena Gomez. I could have said Zendaya if I knew we were playing that game. I thought you were gonna go. But I keep forgetting you're a baby, so that would be your timeline. Wizards of Waverly Place. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, it's so
I'm
funny,
sorry,
Joel.
I'm
You
not
know.
ancient.
No. The only reason I made that joke is AJ is because every time I bring up like a cartoon, Joel's like, "Yeah, I was too old for that shit." This is the one time I can say like, "Nah, this is a little out of my age range." Like,
You
I was a
say
little
that
too
all
old
the
for
time,
this.
every single time.
Because you are a child.
Gives him
You
a chance
are.
to feel like he's old.
Right. This is the only chance I get to feel that. Only chance. All right, Joel, what you going with? Oh, Trevon, you said
Angel.
oh fuck. No, but I'm trying to think of his actual name.
David
Isn't that,
Boreanaz.
yes,
David
Boreanaz. Yep. Okay. All right. Joel, finish this off.
That's tough. I'm trying to go back. But the oldest
Back.
probably I'm gonna say Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
That was one of my original.
Okay.
Oh no.
Slater.
Time out. I don't take mine back,
Mm.
but I do have
I
an
just thought
honorable
about to
mention of the daughter from Married with Children.
Lisa Turtle.
Oh my
I
Holy
can't believe I
shit.
forgot. I can't believe I forgot to say Lisa Turtle. Like,
god. Yeah, Kelly.
Oh my lord! Talk about a babysitter that you have the hots for. She is the epitome.
Yeah, she's a good one too. Kelly was
Oh man, Lord! And let's not forget. I think we can all agree on this. Trevon, you'll even agree on this. We can all agree Kimberly, right?
good.
We can all agree Kimberly, Pink
Oh,
Ranger. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say Kimberly too.
Tommy
Kimberly
for
was
me. But yeah, sure.
Hey, look, Trevon, we can loop them together.
I love
Right? No, but I really don't think they've made them any badder than Kimberly. Like Kimberly kind of was just like the gold standard. It was just stayed there.
Yeah.
Just stayed as
I
the
don't
gold
know.
standard.
Aisha. I don't know, man.
She was like,
Well, no Kimberly.
Alright.
Well, no Kimberly.
yeah.
There's levels to
Kimberly's
this.
iconic.
There are people that have never watched Power Rangers, but no
I
Kimberly.
know. Yeah.
Of course.
Like, that was her beauty was just iconic. That was just like, oh, you're breaking rules here. I don't even fuck about how bad the show is. Anyway, all right, let's shut up,
You're not gonna
Trevon.
throw
Don't
that
you
in
say a
there.
word. Don't you say a word. I knew you was gonna say
No,
that.
take that shit back. Take that shit back.
I take nothing back. I said. Hello there. Have you guys had a chance to check out? Yes, we did a full review last week.
Sure
It is
did.
up on the page. We'll make sure we tag it in the description. Which, by the way, got to get better at that. Every time I tell you guys, I'll put something in the description. I never do. So I'll try to make sure I put that in there. I promise you guys.
Only Juwaan.
Right.
Only Juwaan.
Literally only Juwaan. All right, let's get to our first topic here. James Gunn decided to respond to fans and their obsessive need to beg for shit.
Okay. All right. Now calm it down. Now.
So
Okay.
he definitely said, all right, I'm going to open this fridge and pour some water for you thirsty bitches out there. So he indeed did do that, and I have the exact quotes from James Gunn's tweets. James Gunn opened up, James Gunn says, opened up Twitter at the end of a long creative weekend to see many tweets to save Legends of Tomorrow and release the air cut and fan support for other DC projects over the years. The majority of these requests were enthusiastic and respectful. He must not have met Trevon. As the new and first ever CEOs of DC Studios, Peter and I think it's important we acknowledge you, the fans, and let you know we hear your different desires for pathways forward for DC. Although our ability to interact on Twitter has been lessened due to the workload of our new positions, we are listening and open to everything as we embark on this journey and will continue to do so for the next few years. We invite all the DC fandoms from across the multiverse and everyone else as well into this new universe. We can't wait to reveal now. What I took that as
keywords. New.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it to you so you can speculate on shit that I didn't even know could be speculatable. But for me, I took it more so as, hey, we haven't even really fully figured this all out, right? So all you guys saying save this, save that, none of it's off the table. But because we don't know 100% what we want to do yet, we will not confirm nor deny anything that you guys are tweeting us a million times about because we don't know yet, right? So it's like you could get down the line and maybe James Gunn says, you know what? I think this air cut would do some good for blah, 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 right? And then they do release it. But he also could say, I think this will keep us in the past and we're trying to move forward, so we're never going to do it. So for me, I did not take that as a confirmation either way. I just took it more so as a guy who has no fucking idea yet what he wants to do with this universe. And is just trying to, like he said, chart a path forward. Let me get to this comment, and then Trevon, I will allow you to get all the speculation and hate out there. And then we'll move on to everybody else. I wonder now, with James at the hand, if they should bring in more team up crossovers or main events or unknown characters.
All of it.
I'm gonna say this. You ready for this? World biggest geek? I think James Gunn should do whatever the fuck James Gunn wants to do. That is the safest way for me to avoid my head popping like a fucking balloon. Is to just let him do what he has to do. Let these next 3 or 4 movies come out and then see whatever the next 3 or 4 movies are that James Gunn wants to do. It's the best way to stay calm. Because to me, the more I think about it, the more it's things I want, the more it produces expectations, the more I get disappointed, the more I become very bitter. I don't want that. I had enough of that with the last regime. Whatever James wants to do, fuck it. I'll accept it. I'll eat it. I don't care. Trevon, now, please tell me how you took a blue light to this and found hidden codes in this very straightforward message James Gunn said.
All over the
What he basically said was, hey, that stuff that you guys want, we ain't doing that shit. But please come together and support the shit we are going to do. And I'm like, sir, that's not how it works. So, you know, you can. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
How is that gonna work?
It's not going to work.
Wait,
Because-
hold on. The
let me
way
tell you
he
something.
said that, that's how it works for me.
I'm not sure who
That's
you
all I
talking
needed.
No, because he said,
That's all
you
I
know,
needed.
people were respectful and all that. I can tell you right now, the minute I hear if Static Shock not happening, I'm no longer respectful at all. So
Can I just ask?
I
I just have to ask. I know we do this weekly, but why do you run to the worst case scenario every time?
I haven't heard nothing. I haven't heard nobody speak on it. Listen,
but why don't you ever take that as a positive? Because if they wanted to cancel it, they would just come out and cancel it.
Well, do that.
You should. I think you should think it's canceled, so that when it's announced, they'll be very happy.
I'm just saying I wouldn't take silence as a
just
negative
go completely
thing.
negative, so that when good shit happens, you'll be so fucking happy.
I'm just saying I wouldn't take silence as a negative. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
No,
look, the new regime. No, because look, the new regime came in, said nothing about Henry Cavill, and then boom, we got Henry Cavill back. So it's like good shit can happen.
That's important. Like,
you know, let
that
them
was an
cook.
outlier. I'm for chaos today. I'm for all chaos today.
We don't need you, AJ, and Trevon providing chaos. Like
look,
one of y'all got to tag out. But no, Trevon.
I'm just stoking chaos. I'm not going to be chaos.
You know what? I'm gonna be
fire
today. I'm gonna let him do whatever he's gonna do, and I'll attack when it's time. There we go. That's it.
Again, I always stress this with you, Trevon. I never try to get you to think how I'm thinking. I'm just trying to get you to think more so. Not everything has to be negative. No. It's just not everything is going to be negative, right? Now, if they do cancel Static and you get upset, guess what? I get it. I 100% get it. I'll be the first person here like, yeah, he talked it into existence. You said it so many times. Somebody heard you and said, yeah. Cancel that shit. But I'm just saying, to me, I wouldn't let quiet be what creates that.
I'm pissed off. I don't care.
I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Look, Trevon doesn't care about the DCU at all. All he cares about is Static Shock, and that's it. That's all he cares about.
Right now, yes. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, yes. That is the only thing I care about that has DC attached. You're correct.
Okay, so then let me ask you this. If by this time next year you get forward motion on Static Shock, will that change how negative you are going forward for anything else? Or will you just go, well, now I want more, and they didn't tell me about the more, so I ain't getting the more? Or will you go, you know what? Maybe I was wrong to keep thinking
announced like 4
negative.
years ago, man. Like, look at this. We're working on it.
Should all of us remind you that Henry Cavill's first Superman movie came out in 2010?
13.
13. It's 2022. And we're getting forward progression on a sequel. So
Keep
I'm
in
like,
mind,
one time to just.
Do you want to wait 9 years, Trevon? Stoke the chaos. Do you really want to wait 9 years?
I mean,
I'm saying to think that you will have to.
But
again,
to be honest, like
again, to throw out there,
when the cartoon came out,
I think one thing you also have to remember is Trevon is in the middle of Static being announced. In the middle of Static Shock being announced, they got bought. It's a whole new regime. So it's like that does take more time now. And it's not like Michael B. Jordan is the freest of motherfuckers out there in Hollywood right now. Man's pretty busy, right? This is essentially his project. So again, if you want to be mad at somebody,
I am mad.
Be mad at
as well.
No, not as well, because I'm pretty sure the star power that is Michael B. Jordan, if he wanted to get that done, he can get it done now. I think he's taking his time. I think they told him, hey, take your time. So I'm just saying, you're immediately taking it as a Warner Brothers problem. Maybe it's not. Maybe they sat down with Michael B. and said, hey, you ready to go? He said, not yet. So, well, fuck it. You ready? We're ready. I'm just saying. I think we put in Joel said this.
Look, I got a boxing match to fight for.
100%. But Joel said this before. I think that won't help you at all.
It helps me. It helps me.
I think, like Joel said before, I think we just put too much stock in Batgirl being canceled. That we just assume now everything's liable to be canceled.
It is.
But it's not. Like, that was an extreme situation. And then the other thing that was canceled, nobody ever talks about. Nobody ever talks about the fucking Wonder Twins. Like, no one gives a fuck about that movie was canceled, right? We just fuck them, right?
Not gonna lie, I forgot that was gonna be a movie.
But that's my point. People just like they completely skip over that and just be like, I'm mad about Batgirl. But that's my thing. You're not upset that it got canceled. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I always tell you,
fans are
Trevon.
very upset. Batgirl fans got really upset. Imagine that.
But that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
Hey. There's 5. There's 5.
Put a bucket of water on the mouth transformation.
But that's why I'm saying. I think it comes down to, and that's why I thought James's comments were very good to try to calm the fan base. Is the idea of you have people that are just fans of people, right? And then fans of a character or some characters. They're building a universe for all characters. So it's like if you don't hear about Static for a while because they're trying to make Zatanna work or Constantine work,
they canceled that,
or Green Lantern work.
No.
I'm just naming names. I'm
Just
saying
make
if
sure
they're
y'all
trying
know
to
they
make these
canceled that
other
as well.
projects work,
Did
well,
they
again,
really?
to me, I'm fine with
Yes,
them
they
canceling Zatanna.
They did.
If their plan was to create Constantine and then kind of spins
Now
Zatanna.
they're bringing John Wick back.
Whatever this guy was doing.
We don't even know Constantine 2 is really a thing right now.
No, I just saw Keanu Reeves tweet about it. He just tweeted saying, "I'm sorry I made you guys wait this long for Constantine 2."
That's not a confirmation.
Not a confirmation. But again, if this got greenlit by David, I have no reason to believe that it changed between last month and today.
Yeah, and I feel like that
changes
close to a
next
confirmation
year,
as
sure.
you were
It has
getting.
more legs than what the other Constantine project.
100%.
There's more legs than
Shit,
Static, dog.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So
Was there anything else you would like to add, Trevon?
I'm just saying. Look, I mean, we talk about DC, so I'm talking about DC. Hey, you'll just
I
bring
have
it up.
no argument.
I think you're just talking about Static Shock, not just DC.
That is
There's
honest.
more.
I mean, what else is there to talk about? I mean,
if you really want to support Static, you should buy his comics, read his comics. There's new comics out there that'll probably be based on the movie. Will probably be based on the new story.
Comes out 2023.
Yeah, that's good shit too. His comics pretty good.
I read a little bit of it. Yeah. I need that. I need live action or
Let's see, Static.
or Born Young Justice. Something.
I would love more than that. I don't know that. I would like. Shit.
I hope that doesn't get canceled.
I don't want that. I want something.
Again, I think when James sits down and looks at everything, I think Young Justice is one of the things he could sell. Only problem is that Peter has to sell that shit to David, and David has made it very clear he don't give a fuck about animation. So that'll be a lot harder.
Well, they've been working for a week now, so I'm pretty sure that they got a couple things done.
And I gotta feel like they said they specifically kept animation in that title when they made
100%.
the announcement. So I gotta feel like that has to stand for something.
Because I don't believe the shareholders would accept the idea that you plan on making no cartoons, no animation, no nothing.
Right.
I think it now just limits what David signs off on animation wise. And that's why I said I think Young Justice should be safe because the fan base is already there. It
seems like he's just wiping out everything he had nothing to do with. Because right now it seems like he's just cutting everything he doesn't have ties to, animation wise.
Right.
Because it's all gone.
It sucks because it's on HBO Max. We can't tell how well viewership. Because I guess there was a vocal fandom that really wanted it, but is that a minority vocal or is that a majority vocal?
Well, you can always go to Nielsen. Nielsen usually gives.
They'll still give even though it was on HBO Max. Because I know streaming sometimes.
I think Nielsen. Now again. Do they lie about streaming every fucking day of the week? But it'll kind of give you an idea, kind of like a base to go off of, right? Because when they inflate numbers, you can tell they inflate numbers. But if the numbers are bad, they're just bad. So I think Nielsen might give you an idea. Let's go to a comment before we pass on. Do you think they should get Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck for the Batman role? Although Keaton was supposed to be in Batgirl and a lookalike. Ben Affleck Batman was supposed to be in that too. No. So Ben is going to be in Aquaman and Flash. Like actually Ben Affleck, not.
I don't look like.
Yeah, not when he's doing stunts. Yes, his stunt double. But Ben Affleck will actually be in those two movies.
Going forward, though, I don't think they should use Michael Keaton or Ben Affleck. And I think they should get new actors to play those roles.
There's only one role.
I'm just talking about all in general with DC characters.
What, you want a full recast?
Yeah, full recast.
So you just got Henry Cavill back.
You are
No, he stays. He stays. But everybody else full recast.
You keep him, but wipe everybody else out. That makes sense to you?
Yep, it does.
All right, I'm gonna go to you last. I can't have that shit back to back.
You just said, I'm quiet. I'm not gonna be chaos. What? How did you lie so easily?
That made absolutely no sense.
No, just stop.
That made absolutely no. You stop. That made no sense.
Absolutely.
DIdge, if you had to choose between, you know what? No, I'll give you 3 options: recast, or Ben, or Michael. Who would you want your Batman to be?
Moving forward.
Yeah, for the DC universe.
Robert
Pattinson.
Saying
Robert Pattinson count as
No. Knowing that you cannot touch Robert Pattinson or Matt Reeves. There you go. Now, take it from there.
Then I guess Affleck of the options. If you can get him to commit moving forward, yeah, definitely just keep him.
All right, look, we forgave Tom Brady when that motherfucker retired and then came right back. So if Ben wants to do that, by all means, but you better fucking stay. Like, I don't give a fuck what your mental is, because right now Buccaneers fans, I don't give a fuck what you're going through in your personal life. You came back, fucking play. So for me, as long as the results are there, I don't give a fuck. You can come back, but you can't be tottering. No, thank you. Joel. Although I believe your answer will be D, you don't give a fuck. I'll ask anyway. A, B, or C? Ben Affleck,
I was gonna say, If I couldn't give an extra answer, Joel, you can't either.
I know what he's thinking, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, or recast?
It's not that I don't give a fuck. It's I've answered this. I think every show we've been on since we've had the show. I made peace with Ben leaving a long time ago. Him teasing him being back is really fucking annoying because I made peace a long time ago that he wasn't coming back. I for the longest time fought against it and didn't want to believe it. And when it happened, I was in denial. But I made peace with it. So this whole half-ass in and out thing, I don't like. So you got to pick a lane. Right now, I'm gonna say no until he actually says I'm back. Because
Robert Pattinson.
Again, right? If that's not an option, because obviously that'd be the best option.
100%.
It would.
Why would you want to start off the new DC with an old Batman?
Because of Robert Pattinson.
That's why we're asking that, AJ, because we are to believe that Matt Reeves is unfuckwittable, right? So you can't fuck with him, right? So that's pushed to the side.
I'm gonna start
now. This universe, what can this universe do? If this universe has to do something,
sign my petition to force it.
I'll sign it.
Force it. I mean, that would be great, but I don't see it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sign it because I do like the idea of either Ben or Keaton, because I can get all these Bat Family movies.
You're dead to me.
While Robert Pattinson slowly builds up whatever they're doing over there.
They can still do that while he's in the new DCU.
We have solo Batman movies coming with Robert Pattinson's Batman. So for me,
that's what I'm saying.
I want, like you were saying, I want Bat Family movies. And if you're already gonna have an older one, if it's Ben or Keaton is an older Batman, and obviously Keaton's an older Batman.
One needs to walk.
And I wouldn't
like they can't do both. They can do that.
Recast Jason Momoa. Let's all agree on that. Yeah.
Wait, they can do both. Wait, I'm confused. Both? Wait.
Yeah, you can do the separate Batman family stuff that y'all want and keep Robert Pattinson in DCU. They can do both. That's what we're trying to say.
No. Are you saying they could be under the same universe? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, that's redundant. I don't need both, AJ. I only need one.
They don't want that universe touching the DCU. If that's the case,
that's what we're saying. Yeah. If you're gonna merge, then
if you're gonna have a Batman, it should be a Batman that's not gonna really be carrying his own movies.
Right.
And that's why it's easier to live with Keaton than it is Affleck if you're gonna do that.
Because if it's Affleck, you want those solo movies. If it's Keaton, you kind of look at it.
He had those solo movies, and then you have now just the new breed hanging out. He can still be Batman, but he won't be as hands-on as he used
It'll be the Bat Family. Right. See, that's why I had to ask Joel, because if AJ was asking that, I knew it was chaos. I knew he was trying to blend the two worlds together, and it's like, no. I don't.
Give me it all.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
Give me it all.
If I have to sacrifice the Bat family to get Batman into the larger DCEU,
We would too,
I would
but
take
that's
it.
the point is
And
that
Juwaan,
but
just so
time out.
you see, you're still dead to me.
Yeah, but
You won't
time
sign
out,
my
Didge.
petition.
But time out. That's not a sacrifice because if you blend the two worlds, then I get everything all in one. I'm not against it. I just wholeheartedly believe you
Then
just
sign the
signed.
petition once I sign it.
I get you, but what do you always tell me? To base this in reality. Matt Reeves just signed an overall deal himself to do whatever the fuck he wanted to with Batman. And then James Gunn signs an overall deal. You don't need both these motherfuckers in overall deals.
Look,
if you can just take one to do everything.
But was Matt Reeves' overall deal specifically to DC or was it to Warner Brothers? He may have other ideas. He may want to make like a
Here's the funny
movie or
part.
some
Here's
shit.
the funny part. It was to Warner Brothers, but then right after that contract was announced, they just started saying there's a possibility for some villain spinoffs and Batman. Like they just went into all Batman shit. So that's why I was made to believe that a lot of that contract was I get to do whatever the fuck I want to. I get to do whatever.
If they're gonna do all that kind of shit, it's probably
Let's
gonna be
see.
separate because you wouldn't have that in the larger DCU, all those villain spinoffs and shit.
Right, exactly. So that's why I'm saying I believe that deal was for him to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do on his own, and then James Gunn can handle the universe as a whole,
Right.
and his focus is just Batman. Okay, so Didge, you want to? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Didge. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just looking at it again because you were right in the article. It does immediately go into Batman, but it does say it's for his work as a writer, director, or producer. So that's where I'm like,
Mhm.
I get. Yes, they're gonna
Now-
focus on the Batman because that's
Wait.
where he started with.
Wait, now you ready for this, Didge? He's gonna write the Batman, direct the Batman, and produce all those fucking spinoffs. There
No,
you go.
man. No,
There
Well,
you
he's
go.
not, it didn't say that he was going to direct them all.
No.
No,
But he'll produce them.
I
all.
said direct the Batman. He's gonna direct the sequel to the Batman.
Oh, okay, I got
He's gonna produce the other shows and then write the Batman. That's it. That's all that meant. That's all that's gonna be done. That's it. There you go.
hopefully it's for other stuff that he Hopefully it's for other stuff that he
They
does.
probably
I will
will.
say this.
Warner.
Look, nobody would be happier than me, Didge, if the news came out tomorrow that Matt Reeves had to suck it up and is now part of James Gunn's DC universe.
What
I'd
if he
be
wants
right
to do
there
more
with
Planet of the Apes projects? Like maybe that's
no,
maybe
that's
that's why
already
he's
been
fine.
passed on.
How about
That's
that?
already been
Everywhere in
passed
the
on.
world.
Yeah, that's already been passed on. You can't do it now. Just really quickly, Joel,
Bring
nothing
him
to do
back.
with geek shit, but you see that the OC just recruited Mia Yim?
I did not.
Yes,
I
they just
put
recruited
I
Mia
just
Yim.
put the nickname on.
Oh shit, I didn't do the same thing. All right. AJ, you were breeding chaos. I don't know if I want to hear from you right now. Didge, what are your thoughts on James Gunn's
Well,
comment?
DJV had a question for me. So,
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
let's see. Hold on. What's the question? Are you gonna recast Gal Gadot?
absolutely.
Oh,
Okay,
there you
so,
go.
like I said, we're gonna move right by you.
Absolutely.
Didge, what were your thoughts on James Gunn's comments to the fans?
It was very level-headed and probably what's needed right now. To your point earlier about he must not have heard Trevon's response when we said most of the responses were level-headed and what did he say, easygoing or whatever? You notice he said most of.
Yeah, he
That
ignored
was,
that.
that was the non-most of, you know. So,
Trevon is blocked.
but no, I mean it's definitely it's
Trevon
definitely what's
is
needed
like-
right now. It's because, like you said, I think you and I had a long conversation about this.
Go ahead, Didge.
Just basically saying that you kind of need to start anew. Oh,
Yeah. I agree.
I didn't know I
completely
froze. I'm sorry.
No,
No. No, you were actually saying words. The screen might have, but I was hearing you. You were saying you agree that we should just
Okay.
start anew. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, just you need to start anew. Like I said, me and you had talked about it at length because we had differing opinions for a little bit. But
Right. Well, that was only we only differed on what money means for the new regime. That was really our only difference. True. Yeah.
And I
just
feel
what
like
money
we differ on that a lot. So
we do. We definitely do. Because you want to punish the new regime for the old regime's fuck ups. And I don't understand that.
that's not what I'm saying.
I
I'm
don't
saying
understand
they're going to look at what happened previously and go, we're not going to make those same mistakes.
Yeah, but I don't think restricting James from spending money is how you counteract that. All you do is just go again. What did we say was the biggest issue for Black Adam? It didn't promote itself properly, right? It essentially promoted itself for something that it essentially really wasn't, but all of 3 seconds, right? So your marketing just has to be better. If your movie is going to be about Black Adam, only market it around Black Adam. And if that doesn't work, it just is not a character people really fuck with, right? But I don't think that should be an indictment on another character or another character or another character. I think you kind of just have to play it by ear with these characters, you know? Because look, there's a lot of people that only know Constantine to be Matt Ryan. And there are some people that only know Constantine to be Keanu Reeves. We will see if that comes to head when this movie gets made, right? And how they choose to promote that movie and market that movie. So like I said, I think it's just a trial by trial basis. I think if Black Adam didn't work, it just lets you know that maybe you should not be giving solo movies to characters that don't warrant one.
Well, that's sort of what I'm thinking. That's gonna and I think that's where it got lost in our conversation prior.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant, is that some of these wild swings with these other characters probably aren't gonna happen because of what happened with Black Adam.
I get you, but that's why I was telling Joel, we were hanging out the other day, and I was telling him your comment on the JSA. I don't think anyone ever needed the JSA to be a movie in today's climate. It could be a show. It could be an
A lot of people were saying wanting a movie.
I mean, if they want to do one, I don't think this movie warrants. I don't think this movie showcases the idea that it can't work. I think if you could just focus on just the JSA, because a lot of people, when we were hearing like give their thoughts on the movie, a lot of people's biggest glowing recommendations of the movie were the JSA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for me, it's like you can make that work. For example, David Ayer's original concept for what he wanted to do with Birds of Prey would have been fucking phenomenal. But what Catherine gave us didn't really work, right?
Right.
I don't think that means that Birds of Prey can't be sold. I think how you sold it can't be how you sell it again. So it's like if somebody different wants to take those characters and do it properly, I think it'll be fine, you know? And again,
and I don't disagree
the biggest thing
with
comes
that.
down to, Didge, last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to pass it back to you.
No. The
biggest thing it comes down to is you just don't need an absorbent amount of money for projects that don't warrant an absorbent amount of money. Mm-hmm. You know, so if you do a Birds of Prey movie, it does not need to. That shit should be sitting right at what Batgirl was at, around 95, 96 million. That's really all it should sit at. Should not be any higher than that. What the fuck are you doing with Birds of Prey if you're trying to do a higher budget than that? So that way, you know, at least a DC movie can at least get you 200 mil, right? It could at least get you that. You're Gucci. You spent 95, 96, made 200, 250. You should be good, right? That should be a successful day at the office. So that's what it comes down to. But I think I took what you were saying more so as like, well, this didn't work. So now these big swings, they can't work. And to me, I don't think that's the case. I think they can. It's just, you know, you got to market it better. And I think Black Adam's marketing was all over the place. Good movie, but the marketing was all over the place. You got there and you were kind of just like.
No. Birds of Prey was 82 to 100 million. That was the budget.
82?
82 to 100.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you said 80 to 100. I'm like, I don't think that's a number. I'm like, what are we saying here? Okay, got you. So yeah, so projects like that, you just don't need a massive budget to. But again, Birds of Prey made money. I didn't think it was all that good, but it made money. You know, so you know, it still warrants that success there.
It made enough money.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think, and even like you said, with the success of people liking the JSA and Black Adam, it comes down to there weren't enough people who went to go see it. And I'm not disagreeing with that. Doesn't mean that it can't work in the future or whatever. Mm-hmm. But from what we know of these execs who are making movies, which is evident by the rash of sequels, the rash of remakes and everything, is they look for what's proven to make money. And that's why I said I just don't know if they're going to be willing to make that swing, because they're going to look at what happened previously and go, well, that didn't make enough money. Why am I taking a swing at it again? Even if it is somebody new.
I think I would look at that like this. And then I'm going to pass it to you, Joel. I would look at it like this, Didge. let's say you made Birds of Prey, right? Movie is supposed to be about birds of prey, but you have Harley Quinn in it, right? Doesn't make money. That's like an executive going, well, I don't think a Harley Quinn solo could make money. Well, no, maybe if you take her out of that and just do her, maybe it'll make an absorbent amount of money. So I think if you remove the
that's
JSA,
something logical. A lot of these execs aren't logical.
Oh yeah, I can't argue that. But to me, I'm like, the JSA were in a melting pot, right? So if you properly put the proper ingredients in, I think you can turn out a better dish than maybe what Black Adam gave. So if you remove the JSA, expand that roster a little bit more, kind of make it a lot more than essentially 4, and 2 of them weren't even really necessarily utilized all that much, I think you could turn out a better result for the JSA. I definitely do. But again, I think The Rock, to a degree, set that team up to fail a little bit because essentially the big bad was Sabak, right? Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it. But the big bad was Sabak, right? Essentially, you really only needed.
I didn't know.
Essentially, you really only needed Black Adam, right? Like at the end of it, you really truly only needed him. But you could say Hawkman and Dr. Fate were extremely beneficial. But what's her name? The fucking Wind.
Oh.
No.
Cyclone.
When she was Wind. Cyclone and Atom Smasher maybe weren't needed for this. And I think that's what hurt it a little bit, is that you put a team together where 2 of them were kind of just not really needed, you know? But again, what did James Gunn do with one Suicide Squad group and then his Suicide Squad group? He made his group work, right? I think the JSA could be the same thing. You just get somebody whose focus is only JSA, they could churn out some magic. But I'll never disagree, Didge, that we think logically, they think illogically. But somebody in that front office has to go, thinking illogically is what got us here to this point where this entire universe is disjointed. You know?
Fair.
So hopefully somebody is smart enough to kind of go, that's what fucked us over the last time.
Well, that's what Zaslav's been doing this entire time, though, is basically restructuring the entire issue with DC stuff to begin with. And that's probably the biggest issue because most of the fans are complaining about the things that they complained about of what DC did before. So it boggles my mind that people are complaining about the stuff that they were complaining about previous to the old generation of DC. So that's,
I think, just because people aren't still ready to separate the old regime from the new regime, right? Because the new regime hasn't really done anything but shit that just caused chaos so far, right? James Gunn and Peter is probably the brightest hope that they've installed.
And Henry Cavill coming back, yeah.
Right. I think if you wanted to, and again, I know that you were pressed for time, you had to do what you had to do, but if you wanted to cancel shit, that's something you wait till you get a figurehead in your place to kind of take that bullet for you. Somebody that can go, hey, we canceled Batgirl, but don't worry, she's part of our plans going forward. You know, we still want to do Batman, blah, 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 blah. Like, there could have been a reaction to that action. Instead, David was just like, it's gone, it's in the garbage, fuck yo. Right? And it's like, well, that's not how you start.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have done that. I ain't gonna lie.
That's not how you start off. So I'm just saying, I can understand being a little upset. I'm just saying that wasn't a move that made me think we are doomed. That was a move that made me think, well, they definitely won't be doing small characters. That's for sure. They're definitely going big or going home. That's it. But Joel, do these James Gunn comments make you think that he can slowly start to create a healthier culture amongst the DC universe?
I think I think it's a good start considering he's vocal. I mean, the biggest problem is we never hear from them, you know?
That's what I told Trevon, and he's like, he shouldn't have said nothing. I said, no, that was the problem with the last regime. They never said anything. Like, good or bad.
About what he said is that...
That's what hashtag is being used now, though.
Wait, say it again?
Hashtag is getting used more now since he said that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to change everything.
Before. Yeah, the hashtags were a massive thing before. I think if anything, he just gave them the stage that they've wanted.
And the actual director, is in support of James Gunn. So it's like,
and he's also supportive of this too.
Yeah, well, it's his fucking baby. Of
I
course.
was about to say, Trevon, that's his
And
movie.
James Gunn has also said it too, though. James Gunn has mentioned it before.
Yeah, but
before
look,
he was
look, the
president.
best thing, James Gunn wants to move fucking forward. We can't go backwards. Stop going
Nope.
backwards. Go
Nope.
forward.
Nope.
Stop it. Oh,
This
you
is why-
motherfuckers.
look, this is-
It's
this
so
is why I'm
annoying.
This is why I'm happy 85% of y'all aren't producers or directors or
You shouldn't have
filmmakers
mentioned
at
it.
all, because y'all, yeah,
You just live on a movie that wasn't even that good. Like, it's
Exactly.
insane.
That
I
is the
love
wild
characters.
part.
Wait, that
I
was
love
the same
characters.
issue with that was
I
the same
bought the
issue with
movie,
Zack
so I
Snyder's
enjoyed it.
Justice
So-
I
League.
bought the
Y'all
movie
got
too.
the
I
movie.
want to move forward.
Same issue with the Zack
I'm where I'm at.
Snyder Justice League. You got
I
the
didn't want that
movie.
to come
Did it
out.
perform well? No, it did not.
I'm just saying. To me, I think David. I think you got to think of it like this.
Y'all,
If
what y'all
you're
want anyway, so it don't matter what I want.
if
So,
you're a supporter of David, you have to look at it like this, and this is the way that he looks at it. It's the idea of, it's not that he wants the movie to come out so that he can continue what he did. He wants it to come out so people can understand that when we look back at that movie, that a lot of people did not look at too finely. You understand, well, that's not what I meant to give you guys. What I meant to give you guys was this, but it turned into that. The problem is, Trevon, is that once you open that door, we saw what happened when we gave the Snyder Cult the Snyder Cut. They then said, well, now you have to bring them back. No.
Good over there,
That's
AJ?
moving
What was that?
backward.
Yeah, for real.
I sneezed for a second.
Oh, I
bless
didn't know
you.
what just happened.
Yeah, well, bless you. Make it clear so we can help you out. Bless you, man. Damn.
I was trying to hold it
Fuck
because
that
you were
was.
talking.
No, man, sneeze. You can't hold that shit in. Sneeze. Go ahead, man. It's okay.
Good shit.
My
God.
But no, to me, I think it's just the idea of James Gunn and David are friends. And remember, Trevon, they're always going to support each other because fans tried to pit them against each other when James Gunn did Suicide Squad and said, this ain't necessarily a sequel to whatever that shit was. This is new. So people tried to obviously put them against each other. So this is now a way to kind of just support each other. That's really all.
At this point, whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm not.
Are we supposed to believe
I'm
that?
not getting my movies anyway. I'm being Marvel.
You
now.
You don't care.
Marvel. I'm over here at Marvel now. Fuck DC.
I'm
good.
Sounds like you
care
care.
anymore.
Fuck DC because
whatever.
They're not gonna give you the director's cut of a movie.
Whatever.
That you already got, that you loved anyway.
That you love anyway.
That's the most confusing part. You love what you got anyway. You want to double down on the love for it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I respect it though. I respect it.
They hate way hard. I get it.
But no, to me, I just take it more so as these are two guys that were, they were trying to pit against each other. I think they'll always have a working respect for each other. But David doesn't want to go to sleep every night with people thinking that Suicide Squad movie was what he intended. And I understand. I get it. I really do. I get it. It's why musicians do re-releases. They were like, I really fucked up last time. So let me run this back real quick.
David Ayer should get another chance. I agree with that. But
I agree. Yeah, I think if they want to do an actual,
it's too late for that. No, I'm good.
Do it with
no.
Don't do it with the same.
I think
Don't re-release the same movie.
Right. I think
you do another. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
new movie. Yeah.
Right.
I don't need to see the Ayer cut because I if it comes out, cool, I'll watch it. But it's not like I need it.
I can see him coming back.
100%. Him and James Gunn, I think, are good friends. I think they have a great working relationship. I think James Gunn doesn't want to turn down good ideas. So I think if David Ayer comes to him with a great concept for something, he'll say yes. So I don't think David Ayer is out for making anything superhero going forward. I think he's just out. Especially you think James Gunn is at the helm. That motherfucker is making new Suicide Squad movies. And you think he wants to release yours? No, man. I'm moving forward with my movies. My Suicide Squad.
Come up with a new idea for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Give me a new one. What was that Gotham City Siren shit you wanted to do? Run that by me. Let's think about that. Which would be interesting because he wanted to use Black Mask, and I'm like, can we
bring
retcon
him
that?
back?
Right? Can we retcon that? Can he
die in the first movie?
And he died horribly. Not even in a way where you can go, man, he survived that. They blew him the fuck up.
He went boom, boom.
Damn.
Boom, boom.
But AJ, James Gunn. He's sowing seeds of confidence for you?
He is. He is. As soon as he was announced to actually helm everything, I was happy. I was like, that was a great choice and all of that. So, especially hearing these tweets or reading these tweets, it's got me even more excited because to me, it sounds like that he has a clear goal of what he wants to do, and that's to actually move forward instead of either staying stagnant or going backwards, much like what the old DCU was doing to begin with. So I'm happy for that. And I just want to point this out. The movies that are coming out now, like Aquaman 2, Flash, and all of that, is important. It's definitely important now for him, production-wise, because that's going to help him be even more freer if it's all successful to do what he wants to do. So if y'all want to see James Gunn more free in his decision making and all that, make sure to go see those movies. If you don't, 100%. It's just going to worsen things. So yeah.
Yep. And to add to that, David Zaslav says James Gunn and Peter Safran have a powerful vision and a blueprint that will drive a more unified, creative approach that will enable us to realize the full value of one of the world's most iconic franchises. So everything he just said there sounds like whatever these guys wanted to do, I'm signing checks. And I hope it stays that way. I
hope they don't change plan midway, which I'm pretty sure they won't, because
the only way they will is if David goes back on everything that quote just said.
Or movie flops.
Again, that would be him going back on everything he just said. If one movie flops, but I dropped 7 successful ones, you should not be looking to alter the course of this universe. To me, I kind of feel like if one drops, you can't then bury the anchor. You gotta let me see what my rebound movie is.
That was the issue with the last DCU. Once one movie flopped, it was a whole restructuring of the entire DCU.
The original DCU.
Right. But to be fair, it wasn't era. To be fair, though, it wasn't a flop. It was more so like no one speaking kindly of a Superman and Batman
flop,
movie.
But it made money.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because their fear was, well, wait, if they don't like a movie with Superman and Batman, what the fuck else do we have that could make you like what we're doing? If that didn't work, nothing will work, right? That's not the positive attitude to have.
The biggest issue was that DCU was run by a bunch of producers that didn't have really creative ideas to begin with. So
right.
True.
That's now that we actually have somebody that's very creative and someone that's really, really good with money and also creative at the same time. And they have their own studio within Warner Brothers, which is perfect because before it was just the DCU was just run by everybody. Basically. So to have
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish up.
So to have just one person, or sorry, 2 people focusing on it without anybody else interrupting them, except for Zaslav, of course, but he's the head of everything. So just to have that main focus that everybody can agree on and no disagreements really, unless of course you can challenge somebody if it's a bad idea and all that. But just to have a singular focus is a good thing to hear right now. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
And like DIdge said, DIdge was absolutely right. It's hard to tell people whose focus is only money, hey, I fucked up this one money thing, but trust me to do another money thing. I completely get you. But realistically, that's kind of just how the box office swings, right? Because there were Marvel movies that didn't make as much as the next Marvel movie that came out. But if Kevin Feige flipped out for each time, one movie doesn't make as much as the next movie or the movie that came before, we'd fucking be in a whirlwind right now in the MCU.
Well, then now
I'm just saying.
Carried by the brand.
The way Kevin Feige looked at it.
Yes, they are carried by the brand. Yeah,
that is true. But the way Kevin Feige looked at it was, he wasn't comparing one movie to the other. He was just comparing the budget that he made for that specific movie to the actual success
100%.
to the box office wise. So Captain America, the first Avenger, made what, like 200 million, but it only had it had a very low budget to begin with because it was
I think it made more than that.
one of the first. It definitely made more than that, but
I don't think any.
It's still on the lower end for the MCU stuff, but
Right.
it definitely made more than 200. I'm just trying to make a point here.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get
It
you.
was what you said earlier, though. Essentially, before they didn't have someone who was creative and in charge of money, and now they have somebody who is both, and that's the difference. And it's gonna take a while to trust it because you do still immediately go back to the old Hollywood mindset of, well, if the money men, if they don't understand it, they're gonna say no. That was the difference between Marvel and what DC was previously. If a Marvel movie didn't make what you thought it was gonna make, their person understood. Well, we still got to be creative. Now you have to hope that DC's will.
Yeah, same thing. It made $370.6
Oh, okay.
million.
I was off by 170 million.
The budget was like 140.
Yeah, but the difference is we saw where a lot of that money went, and it was to visualizing Chris Evans not being the muscular god that we know him to
Didn't
be.
Didn't they just pick somebody else? Like, I could have sworn they just had like a stand-in. Just
Yeah, but they got to put his face on.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You got to put that face on there.
That's true.
But all right, let's move on, guys. Next up, staying on David Zaslav. David had some comments saying that he essentially would like to do more Harry Potter movies or series. If what's her name, Trevon? Fuck, I forgot her name.
Hermione.
No. I asked Trevon for a reason. J.K. Rowling. If J.K. Rowling,
we don't mention that lady anymore.
Well, I'll start with you then.
That lady is
If
ruining the
J.K.
franchise.
Wants to continue, but unfortunately, I think she owns it, right?
Yeah. They need to buy.
So
them
you
rights
kind of
and
can
press.
only do it if she gives her blessing. You know what it is? JK got us in a spawn loop right now. Like, you want to make this movie, but unfortunately you got to go through the motherfucker that created it. And that causes problems. But walk me through it, Trevon, as a massive Harry Potter fan.
It's just so funny because all this is just so like heartbreaking, but it's like I'm being hypocritical because I ain't giving no Harry Potter, so I don't know. Like even with the games, the people were like, we're gonna boycott the game. I said, you can do that. Buy it. That shit is pre-ordered and it will be played that night it comes out. Okay, I will be bored by that damn castle. So I don't know about you, but I will be. So I just don't know. I've been saying this needs a series or something. Like it's a lot they can do with this franchise. Like there have been other schools mentioned before in the Fantastic Beasts movies, and like we've in the Goblet of Fire movie, they had all these different ones coming together. I was like, explore all those. Like we haven't seen any of these other schools. Where did they come from? What are they like? There's a lot they could do. I mean, I guess you could do Harry being an aura or whatever. Like different things you could do. Like it'll be fun to see what they could do with it. But it's just like the fact that you gotta mention her. It's just like, oh god, here we go. Here's her name mentioned again.
Well,
like,
that's where I think it's gonna hurt David is when you have your face of the Harry Potter franchise going against the only person you need to make more Harry Potter films. I kind of think that already grows some dissension, right? So to me, I think it comes down to, can you finagle this to where you're just like, all right, look, Daniel, we might want to, bring you back. You don't got to fuck with her. You come to me. She deals with me. You deal with me. You never have to come deal with me together. Right?
I also have a question about the rights in general anyway, because like these films keep jumping.
Because
Peacock,
it's shared. It's
and
shared.
Then HBO Max, Peacock.
It's
I'm
shared.
like, I'm saying, but like, can they even make anything? Like that's the problem. Like,
HBO Max, yes. Yeah.
Like, with it jumping to Peacock like this? Like, what kind of rights is it? Is it only these movies,
What's the
or is it Harry Potter in general? Like, what
No,
is
so
it?
I think what it was
this
is,
is
you
a
know how DIdge, you could speak to this. So you know how like Justin Timberlake just sold his catalog, right?
Masters, or
So his
something.
masters. So essentially, all Justin Timberlake was saying is, I can't make money off of my past anymore. But who he sold it to cannot make money off of anything new. So if you've noticed, Fantastic Beasts are not on Peacock. It's
Yeah,
on HBO Max.
that's true. That's true.
So I think the rights are from the old regime, because back then they were
Whatever
kind of
deal
shopping
they made back
right,
then.
they were shopping it. Now I think it's exclusive, because he can't make that statement if it's not exclusively his.
Mm.
You know, he wouldn't be able to make
Well,
that
it's
statement.
also different from film rights to make something aren't necessarily the same as streaming rights.
Right.
So like the rights to, that's why like when a movie back in the day when it used to go onto like HBO for a couple weeks, then it'd hit Showtime, then it hit Stars. It's because it's not saying that those companies had the right to make something each time. It's just you can put it on your platform. So the film rights to the whole Wizarding World property, I'm pretty sure, has always been Warner Brothers.
Right.
And so I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if they. I mean, it'd probably be nice if they would go through her, but I don't think that they do. I'm pretty sure they own those rights.
Yeah, but I think the difference is whatever hold she has is strong enough that he even entertained the idea. Because he could have just came out and said, we're gonna explore making more Harry Potter movies and shows. The fact that you made it known that you kind of need her to be on board for it kind of shows that
I think she still has some type of publishing right.
Right. So I'm like, there's some power that she has in there. It's not enough for her to say you can't make anything, but it's enough to where it's like, anything you do make, I have to be part of that. I have to be included in that.
She did write all the 5 Fantastic Beasts movies, apparently.
Right.
So,
right. So I think you're kind of stuck.
I
think you're kind of stuck in that original deal you made with her, and you kind of got to wait it out until she makes all these movies, and then maybe reevaluate it. But for me, I kind of just feel like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know anybody outside of Trevon that is a massive Harry Potter fan. So I don't see the tweets of how the fan base feels about J.K. Rowling. And like, if J.K. puts out a movie, would they not go see it? Would they go see it? Because Fantastic Beasts, they went to go see it. It made money. I don't know if it made an absorbent amount, but it made money.
It didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't make compared to the one before it.
Now, was that her fault, or was that the fact that in 2021 we were still recovering?
It might have been her. It might have been combination of her. Was Ezra having problems at the time?
No, this is right before Ezra had his problems.
But then also
this is right before
the Johnny Depp recast.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Yeah. Yeah. A lot happened in that movie. That movie had a lot going on with it at the time.
Because remember, it also came out this year, by the way, early this year.
Yeah.
No, it came out this year?
Yeah.
Well,
it's like April.
Oh, then no. It had nothing to do with recovering box. I thought it came out last year.
No, yeah, it came out like April.
Fuck do I know?
It came out April 15, 2022.
Yeah, this year went by pretty fast.
Holy shit, how much did it make?
It made a good amount, but remember the last one I think made almost 700.
So you're essentially saying this movie had the same problem Solo had, to where it made great money, just not Star Wars money.
It might not have.
It's
Honestly,
not
it might not have.
franchise money.
It might
That's
not
what I'm
have
saying.
crossed.
It made great money, just not
It made
great Harry Potter.
$405 million. It's
But
budgeted at 200.
I was gonna say with that, it might not even been profitable.
No. I get that. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing as Solo. That anybody else would have taken that box office. But because Star Wars is such a massive conglomerate, you're supposed to make quadruple that.
$1 billion.
But no, don't say $1 billion around DIdge. He gets triggered. Don't say that shit. He don't like that. He don't like that shit. DIdge, I'll go to you next. Trevon, was there anything else you wanted to add? So is there anything JK can do to kind of bring you
She
back?
keep double
or is
downing
that-
on the shit.
I'm
She
about,
keep
I'm about to
saying.
say she didn't even
She
apologize. So.
So wait, so
She
is she
keep
JK?
doing
Is she
it.
JK Rowling or JK Irving? Is she Kyrie's mother? No. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So there's nothing she can do
About
to
to
kind of
adopt
spin this to
Kyrie,
make
yo.
this. I mean, at
She
this
can
point,
shut
did
up. She can
She
shut
can
up.
shut up. Okay, gotcha.
That's what she can do. Shut up. Just delete your Twitter, delete all social media, and disappear. That's what you
Damn.
can do. And let us
Alright.
have this goddamn franchise, okay? Damn. Let me get to the 5 movies. Let me get to this battle at the end. Damn it. Damn it.
I will.
Like,
I will say, for a franchise like this should not be as divisive as it's becoming. This should be a pretty easy flowing franchise that you just
Welcome
pop
to
out
every
movies.
franchise, Juwaan.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say,
that's what. No. Time out. That's what every franchise is becoming. Because remember, you didn't hear none of this shit for Jurassic World, for none of those movies. The biggest thing you heard out of that was that what's her name wanted to be paid as much as Chris Pratt. That was it, and even that went away quick. No one gave a fuck. So it's like it's what Hollywood projects are becoming. This is not a normal thing, to where it's so much chaos just to fucking make a movie. Like this shit is fucking
at least
tiring,
the creator
bro.
isn't out here tweeting stupid shit on.
That also helps.
Nerves.
That also helps. Didge, I'll go to you next, man. I'll ask you this. I'll ask you it like this. How interested are you in more Harry Potter movies or a show?
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Or maybe I didn't. I forgot. Maybe I didn't forget.
I love Harry Potter, and like Trevon, it's.
Oh wait, no, you
It's
team
rough.
Slytherin, right?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
I did know that. Yeah, we the Slytherin boys. Okay, now I remember. Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah. All right, we out here. Okay, I'm sorry.
But no,
I got
Trayvon's
so excited.
Right. It's rough. Saying I wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy, people came after me about that, and it's like the game looks fun. I'm sorry.
It's true. It does. It looks
It
good.
looks a lot of fun. It's
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
like
Look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm weak. I was weak when it came to that fucking fast food place. I'm weak with this. I'm a very weak individual. That shit's good. I might put a couple values to the side. See what's going on over there. I ain't gonna front on you. I'm gonna put a couple values to the side. Sorry.
it's tough because I remember looking it up when that game first came out. When she signed her deal, she gets some royalties, but it's not like she already got majority of that money. So me playing that game ain't gonna mean a lot. I want to see more properties.
It's okay, dude. You're doing all the things that I do all the time, finding reasons for me not to seem like I'm doing anything wrong.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
100%.
I admit I'm very hypocritical between certain things. So yeah, certain
No,
certain things can do
Trayvon.
certain things can do them wrong to me.
Trayvon just said that shit like y'all
About
didn't
three
meet.
things.
Y'all met me for the first time today. No, I mean to me, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? I'm very much of the mindset that I separate the artist from the art, right? I'm able to listen to music, of people that maybe I shouldn't because I separate it, right? Now you won't see me go to their concerts.
There are certain things
Don't elaborate. Don't
that are
elaborate.
just.
I did. There's a reason I did not. Trayvon. I know how to do this podcast thing. I know how to do this podcast thing. But there are certain songs that like, hey, we got to play that shit at the cookout. We got to play that shit at the wedding. Fuck all that shit. It's getting played. I don't really give a fuck. It's getting played.
Certain artists I can't because there are certain music. It's different for me because with certain artists you start to get into the what was this song really for, and that's when it starts getting a little tricky.
Now I get you. I'm gonna tell you this right now. They just said we should cancel Drake because of his comments against Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I played all day since Friday? Nothing but fucking Drake. He's uncancelable, motherfuckers. I'm playing it. I'm playing it.
I mean,
So
I'm not
me,
saying you had to,
I don't give a fuck.
I didn't cancel Drake because I was like, that's some weak shit. Yeah, I'm saying, that's some weak shit. Like,
I'm not commenting
You don't
on
have to
that.
cancel everybody for disagreeing with them. Like, I swear.
But for me, I'm just saying, I don't think it's a problem that JK might say some really fucked up shit, but I will be first in line to play that Hogwarts Legacy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Nothing.
She created something really cool, right?
Nothing. I'm telling y'all this right now. When it came out that all those people were supporting Trump, I still shopped at all those fucking places. You got me fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up.
Chick-fil-A fan I've ever
elaborated.
Hey, sorry.
He goes
I
on
needed people to
Sunday. He knows
understand.
damn well they're not open on Sunday.
Hey, they served to me. I supported them through tough times. But AJ, you part of the Slytherin boys or what?
I am
Slytherin
not.
boys?
I am Hufflepuff.
You Hufflepuff?
I didn't know that.
That is the
So you
dumbest
just-
shit
that's so-
you've ever
That's so
said.
cute. That's so cute.
Oh my
Hufflepuff.
god.
Hey,
Wait. Before you go for it, AJ, Trevon,
Hufflepuff.
who you with?
Oh, Gryffindor. What you mean?
Ew, that's a set you claim?
That's
Ew.
right.
Nah, Joel, you know what side you with. Come on, let him know.
Ravenclaw.
Yes, I know that's right. I know that's right. Oh,
Nah. We not playing these games. You want to go Ravenclaw? You name me 5 motherfuckers in Ravenclaw.
I don't know. I
And
can't give you
AJ, you
five
name
of,
me 5 motherfuckers.
Hey, look.
I can't give you
in
5 of
Jigglypuff.
Gryffindor, and I watched all those.
AJ, right now, you tell me who's
Just-
in Jigglypuff. Right now, whatever
and
the fuck they call 'em.
Jigglypuff.
Yeah, you tell me who's in that
Funny.
gang. Who's in there?
I
You
can't.
can't name a
tell you.
motherfucker, can
I
you?
cannot
Yeah,
tell
alright.
you.
Don't ask me or did you name any
Gryffindor
Bible
easy. I could just say all the Weasleys.
Yeah,
I could
I mean,
name-
there's like 90 Weasleys, Trayvon. That shit's easy as fuck. Where
feel
isn't
like
there
I-
a Weasley?
I
Good.
can't name them all though.
I feel like I could name the Ravenclaws though too.
But wait, time out.
I read
Did
those
I
books
just
a
want to
lot
say
when I was
this?
younger.
I just want to say this. Malfoy don't count. He not one of us.
Oh, that's fine.
All right,
Why
as
not?
long as you know. What
What's
you mean?
wrong
He
with
did soft shit at the end. You die part of Slytherin, motherfucker. You don't get to go back and forth. You give a fuck? Hell no. You serious? Nah,
He
fuck
get
it.
all what was requested of
We
him.
don't play
He
reindeer
tried.
games. Nah, fuck that. You go through with it, or you don't do it at all. It's gang over here, son. Slytherin. You know what I'm saying? Now, AJ, you were telling us about Wigglypuff. You want to see more Harry Potter movies?
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Wiggly
I'm
tough.
probably
Yes,
one
that's
of
right.
the few minority. I like the Fantastic Beasts.
The evolution.
I love all the Harry Potter movies. So
Slytherin
No.
again. DJ
Gang. You already know it's Slytherin boys out here. We out here.
Y'all lost that house stuff, though.
Yeah.
Y'all lost
You
that house
already
stuff.
know.
Absolutely not.
I feel you, Juwaan. When it comes to things I like, I ain't got no goddamn morals. I tell you that shit right now. Right goddamn now. You serious? None.
Wait, wasn't it last week you said, "Oh yeah, I'm a snitch"?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no more.
I just said I have no morals.
Yeah,
What-
absolutely.
why did you separate that like they mean 2 different things? It's the same thing. Yes, I doubled down
out
on it.
my water.
I doubled down on it. What the fuck is AJ talking about? Yes. No
Don't mind
more.
me.
I almost spit out
Don't
my
mind
water
me.
there.
Did you not fucking understand me? No.
Listen, but
morals.
gang.
You goddamn right. And I'll snitch on Slytherin. You fucking see it? They're not mutually exclusive. Okay.
You a traitor
Joel.
over here.
Yeah.
Goddamn right. That's a true Slytherin game. You serious? That's
True.
Slytherin game.
That is true. That's
Shit.
true.
Hey, when they had
That's
that
true.
big ass meeting at the table, you telling me people wasn't pointing fingers? Everybody was like, I don't know who fucking did that. Stuff. That was him. I don't know. I don't fuck with them though.
Well, how
Wow.
about our
Joel.
Lord-
Yes.
You want some more Harry Potter movies and shows?
I don't give a fuck, honestly. I mean, I'm not the biggest Potterhead, but like I watched them. Like I still have to finish the. I watched them all before, but I still haven't finished. Like I was rewatching them.
Oh, this is
Ditch-
bad.
ditches.
This is just bad. You had too good of a run. I knew you was gonna trip up at some point. This is a trip up. Get better. This is bad. Juwaan snitches and DIdge ditches. I don't like that at all. I don't like that you keep propping DIdge up and putting me down. I'm not liking this, okay? Switch it up.
This isn't positive.
The person that's digging it, yeah, you're not being in it. That's usually the higher ground. Yeah. That's a respectable line
I think
of
he
work.
meant like ditches a person.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
I took it
Like
that
off
way, and
the
I still,
like off
I
the
still
water
felt
tower.
it was
He's like, I took
possible.
it that way. I
Like
still
off,
took
like
it
off
that
the water tower. You know.
No, I-
Just- Throw 'em
I
out
took
the
it that way, and I felt it was still
Barbarian.
positive.
Hallelujah, it's raining.
Oh, okay. All right. Joel, so you don't give a fuck about Harry Potter, and
No.
you want to sign the petition to fire J.K. Rowling. All right, cool. We can move on.
I'm saying,
Go ahead, Joel.
if there's movies or shows, I will watch them. I'm not the biggest fan, so it's like if it's gone, I'm not gonna really miss it. But like that game looks fucking dope. Like I'm not a big Harry Potter person, but I want to play that game. I really do.
Yep.
And the movies have been entertaining enough, and I hope they figure out a way to put them on multiverse. I would love to see them on that too. So
that would be awesome. Yeah,
What's
you just gotta figure out a way that you don't have to pay JK. That's all you gotta do. How can we do this? Can we do Barry Smotter? Can we do that? Same look,
Barry
just
Smotter.
different name. Whatever we can do to get past
The
this
lawsuit will be
will be hefty. It will
right
be.
there. Be right there.
And guess what? I'll be
It'll be what?
snitching. I'll be snitching. Your Honor, it was Joel's idea. We sat there and heard him talk about it.
You're snitching yourself now. Wow.
No, it's Joel. If you think I'm not gonna go back and try to edit this audio, you got me fucked up, AJ. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Trevon, you got some witching. You got some witching.
Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of witching shit down
You
there.
got some witching,
Uh-oh.
right? You got
I
some
heard that.
witching.
Television.
I missed
So-
that one.
So we got some casting news. Aubrey Plaza will reportedly be playing a villain opposite Catherine Hahn's Agatha in Marvel's Agatha Coven of Chaos. Trevon came up with that name in case you guys were curious.
Ooh,
Joe Locke. Joe Locke is also joining the cast with Sashir Zamata and Eric Andre. This is shaping out to be a pretty cool cast. Pretty cool cast. I still don't give a fuck about this show, but if you think I'm not supporting Aubrey Plaza, I watch Bad Grandpa for Aubrey Plaza. There's nothing I won't do for this woman. Not a fucking thing I won't do for this woman. So for me, I'm in. I'm fucking in. Aubrey Plaza, papers are signed. I'm there. Ticket bought. Even though it's not even a movie. Buying a ticket anyway. Trevon, I pass it to you. This is purely your creation. I believe you casted these people by yourself. You wrote the show. You named the show. You're also starring in the show.
It better
Go
be
ahead
good.
and let us know about your creation of Agatha, Coven of Chaos, in these castings.
I'm so excited. I like it's this show,
True.
man. It's just shaping up. Like it's I don't think I understand. Like it's so much witch shit I am getting right now that I am just like the fact that we might get some magic at Ironheart. Then we get in here. Then I got some like superpowered vampires, an interview with a vampire. Like I'm having a great fucking time. The bastard son and the devil himself, they're witches. Like just so much stuff. This is great. Oh, I'm living. Yeah, that's just what I'm saying. I was having so much fun. This is great. I'm so happy for Locke because he was in Heartbreaker. We're excited for that. I was like, yeah, so look at him. Good. Do more stuff. Aubrey Plaza, I like her. She cool. Eric Andre.
No.
Time out.
Whoa.
I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose because Juwaan can
no.
talk about her.
No.
But anyway, yes. She's cool. She's a
No.
great actor.
No. That's not even enough. That's not even enough. I need to hear that you love her.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I need to hear that you love her. We can't move forward. I'm sorry.
We'll move forward. Go ahead, Smiles.
Go ahead, Jay.
I ain't said that. Yeah, I'm excited for this. It's just I don't know. And I forgot I'm getting Mayfair Witches next year too. Oh God. Whew. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm happy. I don't know. I'm happy. Is it? I don't know. I got it else.
That was it?
Witches.
I mean, this was your whole.
I don't know what else to say. Like I'm just so excited for it. Like I'm
Trevon
going
had
to
a
what the fuck this
whole
show gonna be.
orgasm. He was like,
I don't know what the hell this show's gonna be. Yeah, Aubrey Graham. Yeah, sure. Aubrey Graham.
I won't even argue that. Yeah. I don't know anyone that doesn't love Aubrey Graham. So yeah, I'll take that. All right, cool. Yeah, Aubrey Graham, Aubrey Plaza, same thing.
Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
Who?
Drake.
who?
Joel, you've never sounded older than just that moment.
That's
Right
his real
there.
name.
That who was very age specific. That was just who the fuck is that? Like Drake. Oh, okay, all right. You know, only reason I'm laughing, Joel, is I said to my sister the other day, we were watching Fast and Furious. I'm like, oh, that's Ludacris. And she was like, who? Like, Ludacris. I don't know who that is. Like, the rapper? Because it definitely says Chris Bridges, right? It says Ludacris in it. But, you know, she doesn't know the fucking artist. I don't know who that is. I'm like, oh,
Right.
She doesn't
yeah,
know
that's
the
right.
artist?
I'm like,
Is he,
yeah, that's
has
right.
he really not done music
shit.
that long?
Ludacris, no, Ludacris does music very often. The problem is he's nowhere near as big now musically as he was then. Right. So to me, I understand. Like, there's a lot of kids that know LL Cool J only for NCIS. Don't know him for rapping. It's a very sad world we live in.
Wow.
A lot of people who do that for Ice-T. There are people
Yeah.
our age who do that for
Tons of
Ice-T.
people.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just below that threshold. I only knew Ice-T for SVU. That's why when I heard like he said "fuck the police," I'm like, but he's a cop. I don't understand that.
That's what made it brilliant.
See, I didn't know that either. I knew it was a little rough, but I was like,
That doesn't make sense now, because I was gonna say at least with Juwaan, I was gonna say okay, it's that year, but now I don't know what to even think of it.
She might be the reason I actually watched the show. Don't be. Thank you. It's the
good
reason
for
I'm
y'all.
watching.
That's nice. Good for y'all. Happy for y'all.
I'm also tired of you guys
Yes, give me
ignoring
the
the
ratings. Give me the
serious.
ratings.
Like, how are you?
Who?
Damn,
you
Didge's
guys
comment was so
ignoring
wild. You
serious
froze.
about, like,
What'd
can't
you say?
ignore her too.
Did you froze? Say it again from the beginning.
I lost
you
it.
say?
Like I said.
I can't believe you guys are ignoring Shashir Zamata. Like, you can't ignore her. I was excited to see her name.
Oh, okay.
Not only
I'm out
can
here,
I,
guys.
I was about to say, not only can I am doing it with a smile on my face. I'm only here for Aubrey Plaza. That is really it. Joel,
I'm here for her too. I'm here for her too. We're here.
I'm here for
For
men
both.
being
We're
thrown
here
at
for
each
both.
other.
We have
I'm here
layers.
being thrown.
Joel, I want to go to you next because you're usually my ears to the ground on these theory castings. But a lot of people are theorizing that this kid, Joe Locke, might be playing an older Wiccan or Speed.
Wiccan.
Wiccan.
We need if that's what he is, we need Kit Connor here as
I mean,
we need Kit Connor
it's
here.
possible.
We need
I'm
Kit
not
Connor.
gonna say.
I heard he was Agatha's son. Like, I heard that's who he was
that's
gonna
my
play.
first thought.
That'd be
I
interesting,
thought
too.
it was. I thought he was playing Nick Scratch, but it's possible that he could be playing. I'm Wiccan. I have no idea. It could be one of the two.
My bigger issue, and I'm gonna pass it right back to you, Joel. My bigger issue is if you do make this Wiccan, right? Or if you do make this Wiccan, the one thing that's confusing to me is I don't really know how interested I am seeing Wanda's kids pop up without Wanda.
Maybe
happened
in the show.
They popped up
Like-
like Wanda, older.
So
like,
for me, I'm kind of just like, let's see how it
And
plays out.
different
This sounds
families.
fucking weird.
they both have different names. I mean, last names because they got raised by different families.
Right.
They didn't know. That whole thing with Wanda came later. You know.
Oh no! You're talking comic accuracy. I 100% know what you're
Well, I'm
talking
just saying.
I like all that.
It mirrors that, though. Well, it still mirrors the. You don't see comic accuracy everywhere, but when it does, you gotta, hey, good job.
You got to pat him on the back, right? To me, I like the Scratch a lot more. I like the Nicholas Scratch idea a lot more. To me, it's more palatable. But again, we'll see what the fuck gets made out of this. But how do you like in these castings, Joel?
I love them. A lot of good ones. I'm still trying to find confirmation on Eric Andre. It was in the
same announcement with.
I read that and I don't see his name.
Really? I could have sworn I saw it in both. I saw them both in that same one. Let me look.
Go look, Joel. Go look where. Kanan said it came from Deadline.
Well, more than that. A couple people said it came from Deadline. So I'm looking at Deadline. It says it seems that Eric Andre may have also booked at least an episode. All right. Well, I mean,
yeah, it definitely says in the articles everywhere else that Deadline said it.
Everyone says Deadline, but I'm looking at the Deadline. I'm like, oh shit! Like, unless they retract it, I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm like, I think I would have heard about Eric Andre.
Damn, the way you said "heard," you held on to it. Heard. All right, so let's just go with the idea that Eric Andre is a part of it. He's weird enough to fit into this cast. So, but you love the cast so far, Joel?
Yeah, I love that they keep giving me more. It's awesome. Because it went from like 0 to like 8 now. People.
So that means this will probably start going into production a lot sooner than.
Oh yeah, because this is the final show of the year next year.
Right.
So,
yep.
This should this should be where I guess.
Wait, this is coming out this year?
Next year.
Oh.
Wait, you're just finding the cast out now.
I was like, that's why I was confused. I was like, hold on a second.
Hold up.
Oh, here you go, AJ. Answer this question. This is for you.
Why is AJ here?
Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here?
Yeah, why aren't you here?
Novice.
I love the way Mike talks to his friends. It's so poetic and romantic.
Two things that does not describe Mike.
Oh wow, that is really mean. I don't think Mike would agree with that.
I think he would.
Damn, Mike, you got to defend yourself, bro. DIdge, DIdge, they sell you on this show with these castings?
Yeah, I already said it. I said, Aubrey Plaza, Shashir Zamata, and Eric Andre. All three of those. I was like, oh well, I was gonna watch it regardless, but now we're in. I don't know how further I could have been in, but it's like
he said pause. Nah, no pause. Play, no pause. It's funny you say that because I really do appreciate Trevon and Tristan on Twitter. Because when they get excited about things, I find out about things for the first time. I didn't know who the fuck this Joe kid was. And I saw Trevon and Tristan raving, and I'm like, oh, I guess he's somebody. I had no idea who the fuck he was. I just took it more so like he'd be like the local kid delivering newspapers. And they're like, no, he's bigger than that. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know. I didn't know who the fuck he was.
I didn't know who he was. So that's why
So until I saw their tweets, I was like, I just assumed it'd be like, oh, just small role here. And they're like, nah, yes. I'm like, oh shit, okay, he's something then. Okay. Look, I was wrong with Thor. I accepted it. I was wrong here. I accept it. I don't be knowing people. I put it out there. But Trevon, no, I started with you. You almost made me go back to you, motherfucker.
He wouldn't even said anything. He would just right.
Yep. He would have just doubled down. AJ, were you sold on this show beforehand, or are some of these castings really starting to stick for you?
I'm still not sold on it. Aubrey Plaza is a good fit for the show, but other than that, I'm not really interested. I gotta see a trailer first before anything else.
I don't know they're playing too, because right now the mystery is not as exciting. It's fun just on the actors alone, but like
See, I feel like Agatha is a character that doesn't need a series. Mm-hmm. She only got it just because she was, I guess,
I'm sorry. We have a whole season 2 of fucking Loki coming out, and Agatha is where you want to draw the line.
Loki.
We have a show about Echo. I'm just saying.
Coming.
And I agree. Echo does not deserve a series.
Ouch. Maybe she will.
It might be good. Look, it might be good.
Like
Agatha, it might be good.
Look, I was wrong about Loki. I still can't wait for this motherfucker to never see the light of day again in the MCU.
I was excited for Loki.
But the show was a lot better than I ever imagined it would have been.
That was great.
So maybe Agatha can change your mind. I know I was never a fan of WandaVision, like when it was pitched. I thought they were lazy as fuck on the name. I thought the concept was about 2 characters I could give 2 fucks about. And then I started watching, and I was like, kind of got me. I'm kind of hooked. It's pretty fucking good.
The only difference between that and this is that WandaVision actually has a whole premise behind it. Agatha doesn't. She's basically just a side character, whereas WandaVision literally have a whole story that can be turned into a series or even a movie.
Agatha could say the same thing. She has a side story that could be made into its own story.
Well, that's the problem. It's probably not
side character.
Literally about Agatha. It's probably bigger.
No. Right. When you call it Coven of Chaos, makes me think it'll be like fucking Sabrina. Like Agatha's running a school that she's trying to build the next and best generation of witches. That's what it sounds. Coven of Chaos. That's
Strange Academy right now in the recent comics right now.
Right. That's what I thought this was going to be. It's not like that.
But that's not what it's going to be, though.
But it's not. It's not.
Maybe it's an offshoot. Who fucking knows?
Also, she's still a side character within that series, so
She might be a side character
But
within
you
her
keep
own
saying
story.
that.
she doesn't have main character energy. That's all I'm saying. Okay, she doesn't have.
Well,
main
most of these
character
shows are from fucking people that shouldn't have main character energy. So
Wait,
at
who's
this
that?
point, it's just fucking suck it up. You said who is
Yeah.
that?
Who didn't have main character energy other than Agatha?
Loki.
Loki
Echo?
did have Echo
Main character
I
energy?
agree with Echo. Yeah,
You tell me the man that died in 4 different fucking movies gives you main
100%.
character energy.
100%.
Okay, then I can't argue it. Then I can't argue it. I can't argue it. Then.
Four?
I can't.
You said Thor.
You said Thor?
No, was it
Four.
four movies?
FOUR. We were made to believe he died in Thor 1. We were made to believe he died in Thor 2. We were made to believe he died in Age of Ultron. I'm sorry, not Age of Ultron. In Infinity War. And then I think a version of him.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 4. Yep.
What happened to him in Avengers?
No, 3.
Yeah, there's only
No,
three. There's only
What
three.
was the fourth one?
He just got arrested in the
There's only three.
President Loki died.
There's only 3. Yeah, what was the fourth one?
Nah, thank you,
President
Joel.
Loki
Loophole.
died in Loki.
Loophole.
There you go.
Loophole. Loophole. He died. Yeah, that's 4. There you go. Shut up, DIdge. Trevon, check your text. But no, I hope this is a show that turns out to be extremely well done. Because I think they are on a run right now of successful shows that they're putting out.
Yeah.
And for me, I hope it fits right into it. You know, to me, the one thing that I'm afraid for this show, because it's the one thing it doesn't have that the other ones had. WandaVision had the popularity of Wanda coming off of Endgame, right? Hawkeye had, for apparently the few people that thought the motherfucker would live coming out of it, the popularity of Hawkeye. She-Hulk had massive popularity, especially sprinkling in Daredevil. Like all the Falcon and Winter Soldier, you were setting up the new Captain America. This is the one that I'm looking at, and I'm like, well, what are you doing in your show that could bring in people that maybe don't really get, like even Echo. Trevon, you say you don't care about Echo, but guess what's the biggest thing Echo has going for it? More Daredevil. So, like, even if you don't give a fuck about Echo, you're gonna watch it for Daredevil.
We're apparently getting magic too.
And Echo, look at Trevon's eyebrows going. Look at him trying not to smile. Look at him. Look at him trying not to smile. Look at you. Go ahead, Trevon. Let it out. Let it out. It's all right.
Yes.
All right.
Like
Let's move
magic
on.
every month. I'm enjoying this.
Every month. I mean, would it balance out you thinking you don't get anything from anything else?
It's
Balance
working.
it out for you?
It distracts
There
me
we
for a
go.
little bit, you know.
There
Until
we
people
go.
tweet.
All right, let's move on.
There we go.
All right, I think I spelled this wrong, so I'm gonna just type this in. We'll just do this. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Oh, nope. Star Wars. There we go. All right.
Wait, what did you type that you think you spelled wrong?
I don't want to say it.
Was it
We're
War?
just gonna move
Was
on.
it
Nope.
Was it
Acolyte?
War?
Nope, we're moving on.
It
So,
was probably
we got some cast.
It's right there though, so it's like
I didn't see it. God damn it, DIdge.
You're,
see
co-
it.
How'd you
you're
spell
covered
it?
up,
No,
Joel.
is that bad?
No. I'm fixing that. I got you.
Yes, look at the names.
I got you,
Look at them.
I got you. Oh no, wait, Joel. They keep trying to hide you. Hold on. They won't
while you're
accept what I'm
doing
trying
that.
to
Did
do.
you guys
No
hear about
title.
this VR helmet that will kill you if you die in the game?
Excuse me?
They
Some guy
made a show
VR
out of that.
headset
Yeah, it's called Sword
that will
Art Online.
legit kill you. Yeah, he's a huge fan of that.
He's sort of.
And
Yeah,
he
it's
made
called
it in
Sword Art
real
Online.
life.
All right. Well, to that I say, if you're dumb enough to play it, the fuck am I blaming the creator for?
That's 75% of this world, Juwaan. Come on now.
No, but I'm saying, why would I blame the creator? You fucking dumb enough to play it. If you're dumb enough to play it, there are consequences that come with that. And the
Serious consequences.
consequences are you can die.
It's insane. Yeah, he's a
Play-
huge fan of Sword Art Online apparently.
Wait, who
So he was
is?
like, I don't know whoever this guy is. He's some defense contractor. And he created a VR headset that will essentially kill you if you die in the game that you're playing.
Interesting.
That's it. Very interesting.
Well, I'm gonna go buy it and see if this shit is true. I'm gonna play it live on air.
Yeah, do that.
I'm gonna play against Joel, so if I lose, you guys can sue Joel for murder. All right, let's move on. We got some Acolyte news. We're starting to flesh out a full cast to this series. One of the newer names coming in is Carrie-Anne Moss. Very, very, very warm welcome to Carrie-Anne Moss to the Star Wars universe. Dean Charles Chapman is also new. Trevon's mouth is watering for Charlie Barnett. So that's for you. Jodie Turner-Smith. Cannot wait to see that pretty face in some Star Wars. But we also did get some fun information about Acolyte that really made me excited. AJ, I will start with you on this because apparently, let me see in my notes here. All right. So the new description for Acolyte, by the way, filming has begun. And apparently the show will be about a former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes. But the forces they confront are more sinister than ever anticipated. That is a massive change from what we thought this show was going to be 2 years ago. It was announced. 2 years ago, it was about a female Sith that is starting to deviate from the Sith.
I mean, that
and then it seems as though the writing had changed as they went forward, and it is now this. I don't mind. I don't really give a fuck. You guys know who I want in this. It's really all I care about. As long as you say the word Jedi and lightsabers show up in this motherfucker,
you're in it.
There was also mention about emerging dark side powers. And I'm like, interesting. That's the part I read, and that's the part I'm excited about.
Be honest, you just want flying. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. All right? Just say it. Yes, she'll be playing Trinity. That'll be the character's name in this series. But no, I think this is a very good casting. I think it'll grow. I think more big names will start to pop up as the further we go. Whether it be characters or actors playing said characters. I think there's some more big names that'll start to fill itself out. But AJ, I'll start with you. This is one of the shows you were looking forward to. Does this new description get you hype? And what are your thoughts on this cast?
Hype. I would say, It's basically, from what I've heard, from what we just read, it's just basically the Star Wars novels that we already read before. So,
right,
it's not that interesting, but at the same time, we actually get to see it in action. So that's a good thing. Finally, I think
there's a good chance that they deviate from the actual book.
That too. But I feel like this would have been perfect for a movie instead of a series, per se. But it is what it is. I'm still excited for it. Like you said, lightsabers, dark side. This is what we've been asking for.
To me, I agree with you. I agree Acolyte should have been a movie. But the problem is that it's a dangerous game. I think the reason why what's his name's movie works out so well. Thank you, Trevon. I think the reason why Taika Waititi's movie works so well is that it's so different than everything we know of Star Wars to be.
Is that the?
He hasn't revealed what it's about yet, but I've speculated since the announcement that I think it's about the birth of the Force.
Okay.
That's what I think it's about. Now, I don't have anything to back that up on. It's just a photo when they announced it for the first time. That photo looked like something very familiar. But to me, I kind of feel like if you jump the fans back into lightsabers in the big screen, you gotta have a long continuation planned out, right? Like you can't just put all your marbles on this one movie to revive Star Wars in a box.
Then this is a perfect setup, then, especially if this is the Acolyte. They already have a bunch of story planned out for the High Republic as is. So
I don't disagree, but my thing is you have to be willing to expand this in your movie. So you have to be willing to know going in, I want to do 3-4 movies. series, right?
Well,
And they
they've had
actually
like 3
successfully
years
do it.
to plan this shit out.
That's why I'm saying but remember, Kathleen reportedly had been under fire with the heads in Disney for a lot of her decision making. So again,
saying movies are coming out without actually signing the deals first. Yeah.
Right. So for me, you could still do what you're saying, AJ, but just let this season 1 of Acolyte hit, right? And if it's massive, like we know it can be, you can spin that off into making the season 2 into a movie, right? Make it into a full-length movie, and then do part 3, part 4, whatever you want to do. But to me, I kind of feel like right now TV is what's working for you. Stick with it.
Stick with it, yeah.
Stick with it. Stick with it so you have a golden idea, like a gold nugget, like a Mandalorian but movie. Like, so you have something that massive in the tuck. Do what works right now. Darth Didge, how you liking this cast and the somewhat synopsis of this season of Acolyte?
I am really excited. Mainly because it's in the High Republic era. That's an era the comics are great, and I love the fact that it's come. It could have came animated. It could just whatever. I just wanted to see it in motion, I guess is the best way to put it. So the fact that we're getting it essentially for the first time in live action is really exciting. And that gives them about 100 years or so to play with before you start getting into anything that we already know.
That's
so
a lot.
There's a lot to build upon. And so that's something that's going to be great to see as well.
Yes, which 100 years is better than the 10 or 15 Kenobi.
Right.
Because it's like you still could have fucked up a lot, but in 100 years, you
can do a lot, and it's to the point of what you were saying.
Anything at the same time, either.
Right?
Yeah, and you can build a lot of story because again, 100 years is a long fucking time.
Yep, a lot of time. Trevon, you briefly spoke on it, but I assume you're only into the show for whatever the powers are that matriculate from this show. Am I correct in assuming that?
That is the main thing. That's like the main thing for me with the show. But I am excited for Charlie. I'm excited for Carrie Moss, Daphne King, because I want to see what she is doing now. Like how, like what is
she got tall as shit. Did you see her recently?
So,
yeah,
no, I haven't. But she
God damn, she got tall as shit.
Grown up.
I said, God damn, I'm so short. Like, God damn, man.
And Amanda,
Jeez.
like I like her a lot, and she was very interesting in Bodies. So I'm actually really.
I can guarantee you,
like
more chances than not, she is our lead.
Yeah,
that's our lead. Yeah, that's our lead.
I'm excited for her. So
that's our lead. So I'm curious if she's our lead.
Was she the first announced?
She was.
Yeah, she was.
I wonder who the Jedi, who the Jedi Master is then, because that'll be really interesting. Who's our Jedi Master?
Young Jay, the one in the.
That would be interesting. But
I'm actually really excited that he got
especially since he's huge right now because of Squid Game.
Yeah.
You know why I'll push against that, AJ? Because for all the reasons you said is why I would want him to be my villain. I'd want all that star power going against my up and coming star, right? To really sell it, to really sell my star.
I would like Carrie Ann Moss to be the villain, actually.
You know what Carrie Ann Moss is gonna be.
Let's get a
you know what
female
she
villain.
gonna be. You know what she. I'm sorry. Did you just say let's get a female villain?
Yeah.
Did you not just fucking get one?
No.
The fuck was Reva?
Not the main villain.
Well, it's because Vader was there.
Yeah.
Well, Vader was breathing, but she was your bad guy, AJ. Up until she wasn't, she was your bad guy.
Up until
you said that like, bitch, Vader was your villain until he wasn't. What did we talk about, AJ?
Nope.
Like, what? She was
Vader
your villain
was there
until she
the
wasn't.
whole time.
Oh,
the
okay,
whole
whatever.
time.
Well, whatever. Shut
The
up.
one
But
you're
no,
scared
what else
of was
do you?
Vader, not her, technically. You know, when you think about it in the show.
You asked Obi-Wan. That motherfucker was scared of anything with a lightsaber. Again, until he wasn't.
He was bitch made the whole time. So.
But what?
Jesus.
What else, AJ? Are you excited about with this show?
Yeah.
What else are you excited about, AJ?
You already went to me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know if you finished.
Yeah,
You went to somebody else after him.
I did. Who did I go
Yeah.
to? Oh,
think you went to-
Trevon was in the middle of talking. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead, Trevon. I thought it was AJ.
I was gonna say you
I
went
thought
to
it
me
was AJ.
after AJ and then Trevon.
I completely forgot. I started with AJ. Stop
He trying to
talking,
get- he
AJ.
He trying to
goddamn.
get me out. He know he trying to get me out of here. That's all it is.
No,
It's
I
alright.
completely forgot. AJ got me so angry. I'm like, no, wait. Okay, sorry, Trevon. You were saying magic, or I'm sorry, the powers was one part of it, but you were also, oh, that's how he spun off. I was saying Keen is a lot taller than me. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Keep
Go
up,
ahead,
Juwaan. Keep up.
And then AJ did bring up about Lee Jong being.
You asked about who do
Maybe.
you think should be the villain? That's how we got into that.
That's what we did. Okay. So
You caught
AJ's
up
the
now?
worst. We all
You
agree.
caught up
Okay.
now? Good job.
Yeah, we agree. You're the worst. Go ahead, Trevon.
I don't know who I want her like.
Holy shit, she is tall now.
What's called it to be?
See?
like, her master, her I don't know.
What?
I was excited about Trevon when it first got announced, her being of the Sith. I was really intrigued by that. So part of me kind of wanted it to still be the case, but now that we know that synopsis, she's a Jedi. I just want to see up and coming talent as talented as I think she is. I like to see them play around in the dark side a bit. You know what I'm saying? I think. Look, we fucking heard Jenna Ortega say that's what she loves about the the horror world, right? It's just more freedoms when you get to play in play
I'm
things
very
like
excited
that.
to see that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
See that.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this to come out because I think. Oh no. Ahsoka's next year. I was trying to think of things where I can just get lightsabers like fucking immediately. Ahsoka. We'll handle that for me next year. Yeah. She'll give me all
Best
that
show that's
lightsaber
coming out
goodness.
that year.
Huh?
I said the best show that's coming out that year.
After Mandalorian. season
No,
3.
it's Ahsoka first.
Is Bo-Katan gonna be in Ahsoka?
It doesn't matter if she's in it or not. It's
Then
Ahsoka.
It's not better.
That's going to be the
It's
best.
Bo-Katan. Sorry,
It's
Bo-Katan.
Ahsoka.
Well, Ahsoka will be the best if Luke's there. Joel, this cast. How you liking this cast, and how excited are you
What?
for this Acolyte show?
Good cast, very good cast. I really wish I knew more about them, but I mean, it's exciting because it's something new and it's in a different time period. And
Finally.
it looks to be very force driven. With the now we know we're definitely getting Jedi's and Sith. So aside from that, I mean, cool. Like,
All right. Well, it has
Yeah.
lightsabers, and you want a lightsaber, so
I mean, yeah,
that's
I
always
mean,
good.
it's hard to get excited when you don't know anything. You know?
Fair.
Well, now you guys can tell Joel what he's been telling all of us for years now. Fucking read the books, Joel, so you get more excited. Read that
Are they
shit.
playing anybody that you know?
We don't know anything about who anyone's playing,
Well,
but
then
it's
they-
in that time period, so they might
I've
be.
read books about the time period. I'm just I doubt they're playing anybody from that. So
Well, they have not told us yet that they're not, so it's a possibility.
yeah,
What
never
are you
know.
saying, Trevon?
I was saying anybody here watch Good Place.
Watch what?
Yeah,
Watch
Manny
what?
Jacinto's from it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like,
Oh, I did. Yeah,
You what?
oh, okay.
he's from
The
Good Place.
The Good Place.
Oh,
show.
good
No,
place.
no,
I thought
okay.
you said the new place. I'm like, the fuck
No.
is it? What? You got a new place?
I was wondering who was from. I was like, oh,
Ooh.
cool.
All right.
Also, watch Queen and Slim. That
Just
movie is
stack
amazing.
gas.
All right. Let's
Oh.
move on.
Good Place was a great.
Wait, was that the one with
awesome.
That guy. Yep.
Kristen
Yes,
Bell.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the love of my life. I even loved it when she was like, "Hey, we don't wear deodorant in this house." I'm like, "You don't have to. Hot people can do gross shit like that. It's okay."
No, that is not a thing.
Yeah, when you're
That-
hot,
that
you
is
can do
not a
gross
thing.
shit
No,
like
absolutely not.
that. You say that. Holly Berry comes stinking. You still taking Holly Berry?
Absolutely not. I will not. No.
You a fucking lie.
I am.
You a
truth.
goddamn lie.
I am.
Y'all
a
can
truth
say
teller.
that now. Y'all can say that now. Joel, isn't it different when you sit in front of these people and it's just like, I don't really think it would matter if anything gross happened right now.
Oh my
Like,
dear
I don't think anything would change at all.
Grin and bear it. Like
Sitting in front of Jenna Ortega, she could have went spit right on the table, and I would have said, "Oh, you're so hot."
That's
It's
rough.
the hottest thing I've ever seen, bro.
And that's where I leave.
Let's move on. AJ, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Trevon, you got me on the edit.
Oh.
No, you're good. All right. So AJ, the Russo brothers say that their live action Hercules film will be a musical that is going to be inspired by TikTok. Quote, a little bit more experimental in tone, a little bit more experimental in execution.
Worst thing they could have said.
For me, I took this the same way I took that fucking Mulan movie, the same way I took that fucking Lion King movie. They're going to make it different. They're just going to. It just happens. As long as that movie still, as a whole, feels like Hercules, to me, that's just what they're going to do with these movies, man. Fucking Mulan was like more like a period piece and less like the animated movie. It's just what they do. It's just what they do.
Compare them to saying they'd be a TikTok inspired. Like that was
I don't know what that means.
I watched the Mulan movie that I assume was during some kind of Zhang era or whatever action movie it was trying to be. Fucking wasn't a Mulan movie.
I got a question. Is the movie going to be a minute long or 3 minutes long?
No, how many seconds does TikTok give you?
They give you 10 minutes now, I thought, right? I thought they give you 10 minutes now.
So you guys saying you don't want to see Hercules flossing? Y'all got a problem with that? Y'all got a problem with that? Hercules can't floss?
I don't know what that means.
Joel, God, Joel.
No, I know what flossing is. I don't know what the TikTok
okay. I was about to say, Joel, you just have to know what flossing is. You just have to. I think he kind of means the music might be more TikTok inspired. I'm assuming. Like just more generational, music. Just more generational music. I think is what they're going for. So I think it'll be all original music, all new original music is what I think they're probably saying.
That would suck, then.
No,
cancel this movie.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, whole new music.
To me,
what is it going to be? It's going to. What's a TikTok song? Give me a TikTok.
Fucking look like I'm on TikTok. I
Modern
don't fucking
day
know.
songs.
We just told them who we want for the.
Yeah, that's inspired by TikTok. It ain't gonna be original. It's gonna be inspired by TikTok. No.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Again, I will say this. I would much rather listen to this interview that they gave to kind of hear their tone and how this was delivered. Because when you type something, no one ever types like, "Oh, they were joking," or
they
were.
No,
it kind of just is like, I'm curious what they actually meant by it. So for me, I'm gonna just wait for. I'm gonna just wait for the castings, and I'm gonna wait for the.
Wait, hold on. Are you typing in "inspired by TikTok" right now?
No, I'm reading.
You're asking Joel. I'm like, no, it's already typed in here. I'm not typing it now.
I'm just trying to like.
I'm not sad.
And now they did this.
Wait, say it again, Trevon.
I saw all we kept saying was, "Here, this is who you should cast as the muse." Is all we're giving them castings for that.
My issue is that Hercules has some of the best music in all of Disney history.
You could argue
why would you want to change that?
If they don't have rights to it, maybe they had a rights to it.
I said one of. I didn't say the best. I said one of the best.
I love Hercules. My favorite Disney animated movie. Now, that goes with as a person that knew about Hercules lore before I watched the animated movie, and knowing how very different it is from the actual Hercules lore. I was okay to change. I go in knowing it was going to be Disneyfied, and I accepted.
I guess I'll give it a chance once I actually see a trailer or something. But right now,
I mean, once you see the trailer, it's like.
But also keep in the back of your head, AJ, all the way in the back, in a little corner. This movie is not being made for you. It's being made for the generation that line
that has low attention spans. I got you.
No, that line of TikTok was obviously to let you know it's for a way younger generation.
Maybe that's what he meant. Like TikTok is and it wasn't.
Well, now generations now it does have a lower.
They do have a lower attention span.
But. AJ, you were like in that fucking generation.
No, I am not. I am literally a decade.
You're 15.
Okay.
You're in it.
When the casting start and they start casting influence from TikTok, then we know what this movie gonna be.
I like The Lion King. That was this one.
To me, I don't think they ruined The Lion King. I think they were John Favreau
wasn't used to this.
He was looking for his way to.
No, they could have.
His
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not about to get myself canceled, but
they get Beyonce.
certain people shouldn't have been in that. Shouldn't have been in The Lion King.
Oh.
I
know what you're scared
Now
of.
you gotta say it.
I know what you're
No,
scared
no.
of.
Now you
I'm
gotta say
not-
it.
Come on,
I'm not
Beyonce.
getting that in my-
You gotta
I'm not
say
getting
it.
that in my
You
inbox.
gotta say it.
I am not having that on my Twitter.
I know what he's talking about.
It's all right. I tell you what, I'll agree with you, so they yell at me. That's what I'll do for you.
No, I'm good. I'm not having that. I'm not having that in my. I'm not getting those in my
All right,
inbox.
put it in the private chat, so then I can say DIdge said.
Oh, I'm definitely not. But I'm just
no,
saying, somebody's not
go
a
ahead,
voice
Didge, I'm sorry.
actress, and she shouldn't have had that role. She's great in everything
Ooh.
else, but
Well, there you go.
Was it
You
Beyonce?
definitely just said it.
Yep, that's definitely
Beyonce?
he just confirmed it right there.
Said it.
No,
Give me a
I got
nod
lost
if
with
it was Beyonce.
So Beyonce, but
I
no,
got
you know what?
plausible
I'm gonna be
deniability.
honest with you guys. Changing Mulan as much as they did, not a fan, right? But I understood it wasn't for me. Casting who you casted as Princess Jasmine, I was never a fan of, but I understood that was not meant for me. Casting who you casted in Lion King, I understood that was meant to put butts in seats. I get it. I understand. Was not a fan of it. Especially, and look, Didge, you want to know what made me the angriest? Wasn't all the singing, the voice acting. It was because my iconic scene was fucked with. It is Simba fucking up a whole gang. I don't need help, Nala. The fuck back. It's Simba time. I fucking need your help. I hated that so much with a passion. The same way I hated Jasmine just randomly breaking out into song that was never part of that animated movie. I don't like it.
I'm gonna be honest.
But I get it.
I
get it. I get it.
Aladdin.
No, she's an
Aladdin, I didn't
actress
too.
in real life. No,
They
no,
gave
thought
her a
she sung singer.
song. She sings.
I thought
no,
she
no,
sung
no.
too.
She's an actress first, a singer second. Don't
You don't
say
know what
singing
she
like
is
that's her lead
first.
profession.
You don't know
I
what
tell
she
you
is
what.
first.
What was the name of her last album?
I
All right, then you know she was in Charlie's
I
Angels,
know
though,
she a
don't you?
Power Ranger. I know she a Power
Then
Ranger.
there
That's
you
where I
go.
draw
So you
from.
know her from
That's
acting.
what got.
Then
That's
there
what
you
got
go.
my ass in there.
Then there you
She's a
go.
Power
You
Ranger.
answered it.
She was fine.
She was.
Again, not the worst thing. It didn't ruin the movie. I still thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Will Smith was the only thing that I looked at and said, "You can't fuck this up, bro." And he did a phenomenal job. I thought he did a great job. But for me, I think we got to take these live action movies as I think they're trying to make it different. They're not trying to make it for us. That's why we just got to, we have the animated movies.
A good thing. That's all I gotta say.
Again, here's the problem though. These movies have been making money, so to them, it's working. I'm not saying they're making
working for me. I
buku
don't
dollars,
know.
but it's making money, and they're
I don't
not bad movies. It's
Oh,
just we might not agree on certain decisions that they make. And to me,
that's gonna happen. All
I
the
get
time.
it. I don't disagree with that. I don't. But again, like I told my little sister, making the live action Lion King does not erase the animated Lion King. You could just only watch
That is
the
true.
animated Lion
That is
King.
true.
Like, you don't have to ever watch the live action again. You saw it once, move on. So
Or
for
you
me,
don't have
that's
to
where my
watch it at
mindset
all.
is.
That's
Or you don't have to watch it at all. Yeah. So for me, again, I'm not saying that because I know this group of people are more sophisticated. We can watch something and like, okay, that was it, not for me, move on. I'm just saying for people that believe movies and changes like this ruin their childhood. I don't understand how. I don't understand how when this movie comes out, it went in a time machine, punched you in the stomach as a 5-year-old, and then ran back. Like, no, it's still attached. So AJ, are you willing?
Push back on
Go ahead,
one
Didge.
thing you said.
Yeah,
about
go
they didn't
ahead. I'm
make-
sorry.
Only on the fact that you said that they didn't make buku money. I hate using this that they made a lot of money. I hate using it as a benchmark. But Lion King made almost $2 billion. Aladdin made over $1 billion. And Beauty and the Beast made over $1 billion.
Where is
You
Aladdin
I
2
like
at?
all
Where's
three.
Aladdin 2? Where is it? Give me Aladdin
No, Guy
2.
Ritchie spoke about that, Trevon.
Hurry
Guy
up.
Ritchie spoke
Hurry up.
about it. They actually greenlit it. They greenlit it. And
Hurry the hell up. Shit now.
Guy Ritchie he's currently doing a series right now. Again, you got to understand, Trevon. These directors don't commit to one project for life.
I want to see.
They do
Nina
other
again.
shit.
They
They do other shit.
That guy be busy.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie. You serious?
Oh, I forgot
mean,
Alice in Wonderland and Jungle Book. Both of those made.
Now,
and
Jungle
also,
Book.
I
Now,
like
Jungle
Jungle
Book was the best ever, right there.
well,
They all
Jungle
made
Book
right about $1
also
billion.
didn't.
That was
Jungle
the
Book
first time
also
doing
didn't
it,
make
right?
any major changes.
That is true.
True.
You know,
Well,
so neither did really
enough.
Aladdin.
Wasn't there another Jungle Book? How did
Yeah, that
work?
was Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis.
That was
It was for
on Netflix, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was for Netflix. They actually cast Idris Elba. That a lot of people was confused as to why they didn't do it for, for
The other one was called
other
Mowgli.
things. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
you're right.
Mowgli.
That's right.
But to me, okay. So let me ask you this, AJ, before I pass it on to DIdge. What's more important to you on these animation turn live action? The accuracy of the movie or just getting the songs?
Doesn't that go hand in hand?
Well, I'm only asking because for me, if Aladdin decided to change itself, and not drastically, but it decided to make some changes, right? As long as I got my songs, I
and then the songs, because that's the heart of all.
To me, that's right.
Yeah.
The heart of it is this. Like if Jungle Book didn't have bare necessity, no matter how good that movie is,
that's not Jungle Book.
It's a failure, right? It's a failure.
Yeah.
So for me, the songs are what matter most. Because if you want to change story to bring in a new audience, I don't mind. But the thing that got you here is these fucking songs. So for me, the songs are most important. I'm not saying the other stuff doesn't matter, but for me, that's the most.
A lot of times, the songs are more iconic than the actual movie at times.
100%, 100%. Sometimes I only remember scenes because they were sung. So if you didn't sing it, I don't really fucking remember what happened here. So for me, the singing is most important. For you, it's everything, AJ.
Yes.
Okay, DIdge. How about you? What's most important in your thoughts on this movie by the Russos?
I would say sticking more so to the story is more important. Like the songs are great, but I can understand that they probably wouldn't hit as hard for a younger generation versus it did for us when we were younger, when we were that age. So it is what it is. It sucks that this is gonna happen to Hercules. Hercules is one of my favorite Disney films, but you were also right. It's not for me.
Right.
I did say I did care more about hearing this one though than any of the other ones because the Lion King one, I had my gripes with that one. And then Aladdin and Mulan, I just wasn't as invested in those as I was the Lion King and Hercules.
What?
I loved both of those movies, but the Lion King and Hercules were two of my favorites. So hearing the changes to those meant more to me than the other ones. And at the same time, you are right. It's not for us. It is for, it's for kids my niece's age. So
right.
Maybe I'll go talk to her and see how excited she is, and then I'll understand what the impact is going to be.
Well, they may not be, because I remember there were no such things for me as trailers to any of these movies. So it wasn't until I sat down and watched it that I then became a massive fan. So you might tell them about it, and they're like, I don't fucking care. And then they watch it, and they're like, oh, yeah,
that's true.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be where it kind of carries itself. And, we did forget one movie that was made. We forgot Tarzan. We didn't talk about Tarzan.
There's plenty we didn't talk about.
Yeah, there's a
lot more than Tarzan.
No, that's fair, but Tarzan did come out, and I thought it was pretty fucking good.
And I think
Skarsgård and Margot Robbie did really fucking good.
I don't know if that was considered inside these same Disney remakes.
Maybe not. But there was no singing. That's for damn sure. But I did thoroughly.
Wasn't that produced by Warner Brothers? I'm almost positive that Tarzan. The one with Skarsgård. Might have been Warner Brothers.
It belongs. I think Sony has it now because they move around.
I thought it was fucking phenomenally done. I really did enjoy it, but I did miss my fucking Phil Collins songs. That was for damn sure. Would you doing product placement? Are they fucking paying us? What the fuck is happening here, Trevon? What are you showing me?
I finally looked in this box to see what was in it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll be showing it if they're not paying us.
It's the Black Adam.
Nah, The Rock ain't paying us, and he didn't come meet us when we went to the premiere. So fuck all that. Nah,
I bought this shit.
He said, "I bought this shit, bitch. I'm showing it."
Lights up.
Well, we can't really see the light up part, but send us a picture of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did it light up? I didn't know what it showed.
What light you got going on over there?
There's a lights inside of there.
Joel, I pass it to you. What are your thoughts? What's more important, the song or the story? And are you excited for this change the Russo brothers are bringing?
I don't know what this. I can't comment on the changes until I see the changes because I don't know what that fucking means. To TikTok, the fuck. I mean, if it's not going to be 5 minutes, I don't know why they even bring it up. Like I don't get it.
A 5-minute movie. I would like to see that right there.
That would make sense. That's experimental.
Opening credits, one song. Ending credits.
Done.
Good night.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was good.
I loved it.
All the critics give it 100.
It's hard to hate a movie that's that short, right? It's like, well, you didn't do this right. Well, bitch, I was 5 minutes. I didn't get time to.
I
Okay,
didn't even get to finish the soda I bought.
right? I took 3 sips and said, "I'm sorry." End credits. What the fuck just happened? I just looked down. But what's more important to you, Joel? The songs or the story?
When it comes to Disney, I think the songs are important. I do.
No, but for you, are they the most important?
Only because they're Disney movies.
Right.
Like,
yeah. No. Right.
I think they are the more important than even the story. I mean, the story is important, of course.
Right.
Well, my issue is that the songs are intertwined with the story. So
They
if you
are.
have the
Hard to
songs,
have one without the
Oh,
other.
for sure.
Because they
But
tell
again,
the story.
I will
More or
say, so far with these Disney movies, I have not seen anyone drastically change a story that therefore doesn't fit the songs that they're singing.
Yeah.
So that's
certain ones didn't have music in it. Like they weren't musicals. Like Mulan wasn't a musical.
Right.
Cinderella wasn't a musical.
Right.
No, of the more recent.
Right.
I actually really like the Mulan remake.
The Mulan wasn't bad. It just
Also,
wasn't.
there was no Mushu.
I really
There was
liked
no
it.
Juwaan.
It wasn't exact. It wasn't the animated movie for damn sure.
wait,
To
there was
me,
another
I
Mulan
actually-
movie?
If you didn't want to put singing in, you at least had to fucking give me Mushu. Like you at least had to meet me halfway. At least had to meet me.
Yeah.
Wasn't that supposed to be closer to the actual
Yeah.
story itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Fuck all that Mushu and
I
Eddie
did
Murphy.
too. But
I
Mushu should
I
have been
did too.
there.
I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it at all. I don't know which one I dislike the most. I've so far enjoyed a lot of the live action Disney movies, so I'm going in with an open mind because of that.
Mhm.
And I haven't hated any of them at least so far. So, and this is being my favorite Disney animated movie. It'll hurt if, like, let's say, like the Muses are not a part of this movie. That's a strike. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, it's important. They're very important.
Let me ask you, Joel. Even not necessarily knowing what he means by TikTok, is there a part of you that just goes, "I just trust the Russo brothers"? You are a massive fan of the comedy they did. You're a massive fan of the MCU work that they did, and you also love the Chris Hemsworth Extraction on Netflix. So is the part of you kind of just go, "I just trust the Russos"?
Yes, that's another thing. I do trust the Russos, so it's like one of those things. Like I'll just wait till they show me what they got before. I don't know what the fuck they mean by TikTok, but I'm not gonna overreact because I don't know. You know what I mean?
I will say, out of all the Captain America we got, even though you can argue the Russos essentially really the only ones to give us Captain America, Winter Soldier, their first MCU movie, felt the most like the Captain America I always read. Like just even the feel of the world that they built around Captain America felt so accurate, right?
He felt strong in that movie. Like,
yeah.
When he kicking him on that boat, I was like, this first time I see him like.
Well, no. Don't make me say bad things about the Russos. Trevon.
I love that shit.
There were some things they were doing. When that motherfucker held and this wasn't in Winter
fucking
Soldier, but when he held that helicopter pad and then held the helicopter, I said, embellish.
Yes.
Wait, that wasn't Winter Soldier.
It wasn't Winter Soldier. Thank you. I'm like, embellishing. The fuck are we doing, guys? No, that was in Civil War.
Civil War, yeah.
It wasn't Civil War. Wait,
Civil War.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War. I remember those biceps.
Because remember, it was just to show off his muscles. He was sweating. The shirt looked like it was ripping. Right?
Wait, but wasn't that when he was chasing after Bucky?
Yeah.
No. But this was the scene where Bucky broke out of the harness that Zemo broke him out of.
I got you.
Yeah, that was that.
Everybody made it to the roof.
Right after the Black Panther, yeah, all that stuff.
My only issue with Captain America and the MCU is that it's just like, because his superhuman strength isn't supposed to be looked at exactly like the Hulk's, they make it exactly like the Hulk's to a degree. Not as dramatic. When this motherfucker was holding back Thanos' hand, I was just like, all right, guys.
Look, if the Rock can hold the helicopter, so can he. That's all.
If The Rock can hold a helicopter?
If the Rock.
Oh, now, to be fair, Fast and Furious deals in a whole other realm of unbelievable. So I get you on that one. I call touche, AJ. I call touche.
He was literally superhuman in that movie. Yes, The Rock was.
He was. I don't know what he put in that contract. That shit was fucking bizarre.
He broke out of the cast and then picked it, right? He did something.
Yes.
He
said,
did.
"Daddy's got to go to work. I'm better." And it's like, what the fuck?
Look, I love those movies. Those movies are greatness.
Me too, man.
Quality entertainment.
Yo, because wait, AJ, the
Mom,
funnier
that's
part
fun.
was he was sitting there watching the chaos happen and was like, my arm is in so much pain, and he's like, my friends need me. I'm gonna go help him now. It's like, that's not even like medically possible, sir. Like, how did you do that?
You didn't know he had a healing factor?
I'm just saying this, and we're going to move on. If I'm the nurse, I'm pissed off. I just spent at least a half an hour wrapping that shit. And you telling me that your arm don't even fucking hurt? You just busted out of that shit?
Imagine she just looked up, what the fuck is this? She just in the background, what the fuck is this?
Like, everybody's just staring at him. You can fucking do that this whole time? The fuck you let me do that shit for? You didn't even need it.
She just throws down the rest of the raft and, well, fuck my time.
That's what they said to Wanda when she came and wrecked that shit out in the thing. Whatever. Like, where were you?
Yo, 100%. They were just like, all right, if you could do this shit the whole time, what the fuck are we even in this position for? All right, let's move on. Joel, I gave you my word last week. We're talking about it this week. A Vision series titled Vision Quest is reportedly in development over at Marvel Studios. There have been rumors that the plot will be about Vision looking for Wanda. There were rumors that it could be building its way towards Wonder Man. There were so many different rumors about what this series
Wanda
could be about.
MCU.
No, Trevon, she can't. You were telling us the beginning of this year she was dead. She died.
Her thought is carrying the MCU.
No, but Trevon, they didn't say Wanda will be back, right?
Her ghost. Her
no, she's just gone. Remember, she's gone. But Joel, I start off with you, man. Are you excited that we finally get some forward progression on this Vision series that we thought we would have heard about like a year ago? Maybe like the wheels being moved forward with it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. The White Vision, we're gonna see some White Vision action.
Can we just start calling him Vision again? Because I feel like the more we say White Vision, somebody's like, was there a colored one that's going to pop in at some point? Well, technically, there is. Yeah. Technically, we did have to watch the colored Vision versus the White Vision. And unfortunately, because of the world we live in, White Vision won. The White Vision reigned supreme.
Technically, he ran away.
He ran away.
I don't like that, though. He got all he needed from the colored Vision. He said, all right, I'm out of here.
Well, he gave it to him, technically.
We're too giving. That's the problem. Anyway, but go ahead, Joe.
They sound like so many other issues in this world.
But go ahead, Joel. Vision series, Vision. By the way, they do not try hard with these shows. They're just like, I don't know. There's Wanda, there's Vision. WandaVision. Vision's on a quest. Would you just say? Vision. I like that.
That's a storyline. That's a storyline.
No, I get it, but that name is just like, put a little bit more flavor into it.
I'm like a hater right now.
I am. Did you just meet me, AJ? Trevon raised me.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
But go ahead, Joel. What are you hoping we get out of this show?
As long as the name is plausible, I'm fine with Vision Quest as a title. If that's
you did not like WandaVision for a while, though.
I didn't because I didn't know that was lazy in my opinion. It didn't make sense. But now, after you watch it, I'm like, all right, that makes sense now. I thought it just at first, when you first hear it, I'm like, that sounds terrible. WandaVision. But it turned out to be clever.
It turned out to be right.
Very clever. So Vision Quest can be similar. And like I just want to know if we're gonna dive into those West Coast Avengers origins type of things and stuff like that. Because that's when the White Vision first appears. So maybe we'll get into that. Maybe we'll connect to Wonder Man and whatever. And what has Vision been doing all this time? It'd be nice to know what he's been up to. Now that Wanda's technically gone, right? So we'll see what he's been up to, where he's been at, and hopefully he's all right, man. We'll see.
I will say though, shout out to White Vision.
It sounded like he was going through a divorce.
No, I was just about to say, DIdge. Before I passed it to you. Shout out to White Vision because when Color Vision gave him all his memories, he definitely looked down and said, "Oh, kids, wife, oh, fuck all that. I'm out of here, buddy. I don't want none of that shit. You can have it." So I appreciate it. It's always cool to see that. But DIdge, are you excited that we're finally getting forward progression on a Vision series?
Yeah, hopefully they change the name. I had an eye doctor called Vision Quest. I don't want to be reminded of an old eye doctor every time I watch it.
That is true. I did hear though that was apparently the working title.
Okay.
Yeah. I did hear that.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
that's
you're
cool,
excited that
then.
we're getting forward progression?
Yeah, because we knew his story wasn't done, so you kind of want to see where it goes from here. And
Right.
like to Joel's point, it would be interesting if it ties to Wonder Man in any way, and just to see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
You know how
But definitely, first
Wonder
things
Man
first,
was
change
used,
the
right?
name.
Wait, say it again, AJ.
I say you know how Wonder Man was used for Wanda, right?
Yeah.
He was basically used
I'm-
for a jealousy mechanism for Vision. That's all.
Yeah, all
he
three of
was.
them are connected. Yeah, all three of them are connected.
Third wheel shit.
Yeah,
We even saw the fucking cow in WandaVision in the
That's
little
because-
animated supermarket.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's because of the whole. Technically, a lot of what Vision was Wonder Man. So
Right.
it's like.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And look, Trevon, we might get an excuse to dig up somebody that you tried to bury in Clint, right? When we assemble the West Coast Avengers, right? You'll like that, right?
Do that.
Yeah, you remember you put him 6 foot deep.
I thought he
Remember
was
that,
gonna die.
right?
Yes, I did think he was gonna die. Yes, I did.
Oh, is he though?
I mean, we don't know yet.
All right, I'm just saying you were on
After Secret Wars,
You
like
were on
I
a
told you
roll.
all, he be
Trayvon.
It makes
Trayvon-
sense for him to die to me.
To be fair, though,
Trayvon's playing the
Trayvon,
long
you were on a
game.
roll. No, Trayvon was on a roll. He was like, Clint's gonna die. Doctor Strange in his own movie is gonna die. Wanda at the end of that movie is dead. It's just like, Trayvon, you were super wrong on all of this, bro.
Yeah, you were a serial killer during that. That is true, You
Bruh.
were.
Didge, look,
It's still
I love Trayvon like a brother, but there was nothing more stressful than having a conversation with someone who thought the movie is called Doctor Strange, and
Mhm.
he, all jokes aside, thought it was gonna end.
Yeah,
Doctor
I remember
Strange
that.
died. Like,
I still stand on
like,
it.
what?
That was,
So
it was a
even
bad
after you
thought.
see it, you still think he died.
It wasn't a
Is
bad
that what you're
thought.
standing on? It was a crazy ass thought. How do you end that movie with him dead?
I like it.
He,
All right.
and,
All right,
he.
okay.
I mean, what was that book called again? The Darkhold
What?
did
The
kill
Darkhold?
Yeah, the
himself.
Darkhold.
They killed
To be fair,
himself.
Black Panther died in Black Panther.
He did.
But he
Fair,
didn't.
Black Panther died like 3 times, and then
No,
actually,
but
there.
time out. I rewatched that movie. He didn't. The first thing M'Baku tells him is he was dying. He didn't die. He was
that's
dying.
close enough, bro.
He didn't die yet.
He was
They
dead.
thought he was
Find the
dead.
He
body
didn't
would
die.
die.
No.
He
Because that's
went to
what I
the
was about to say.
afterlife.
That
No,
herb
he
was
went to
about
sleep.
to back
He
to
died.
life.
And then in the
That's
What If
why.
episode, he died too. What the fuck?
Because wait, you know what makes me laugh, Joel? You know what no one ever thinks about when they're like, yeah, no, he died, right? So in Civil War, you see T'Challa holding T'Chaka's body, right? So if the Black Panther herb could revive a dead body, it would have just revived his dad. So when people go, no, he died. Well, no, because that herb can't bring people back from the dead. It can keep you alive if you're dying. So that's a big misconception of he died in that first movie. He did not die.
He didn't die, but I'll take it as a death because
You'll take it on because he was on the brink of
because
it.
he was gonna die.
Right. I love you, Trayvon. I swear to God, I did. You really tried to think Doctor Strange is gonna die in his second solo movie. God
The
bless you.
Darkhold did kill a piece of him.
And you know what happened? Out of spite, you wish death on the main character, and you know what they did? They killed Wanda. Just because you tried to
Oh, I know she
spite
was gonna
kill
make
Doctor
it out
Strange.
after she said that. What she said? What mouth? I saw she making it out. After that,
Goddamn
that
right.
power,
You know who did
they ain't gonna
though?
let her- they ain't gonna let her
Doctor
keep going with
Strange
that
and
power.
Clint. Doctor Strange and Clint. They have.
They don't like
all
women
right
having
now.
all the power like that.
Well, not that
Sure.
kind of power.
Yeah, I was
They
about to
want
say,
Doctor Strange.
not that guy. Not
Doctor
that guy.
Strange would be terrified of her.
He
Everybody
was a
should.
little bit. Yeah, he was a little bit. Shit, at some point she was terrified of herself. She's like, oh shit, I could do that? Oh fuck. But Trevon, are you excited that we're getting
Love it
Vision
so
back?
much. I'm excited for this show because it could possibly bring Wanda back.
I can't even be mad at you anymore. I really can't. I just can't.
I was gonna say I don't know what you
I just
expected
can't.
if you expected.
I can't. I really can't. I really can't.
Because I don't see really
can't.
the point of this show. I mean, he got his memories back where he's just flying around like
You are getting a Agatha fucking show, and you
Yes.
don't understand a Vision show.
Agatha is a witch. She has a coven.
That is not a good
No,
reason to go
You
show.
wanting the
has
show is
magic.
different than
She
you
has
understanding the necessity
That
of
is fun. Vision, I don't know, like what he doing. Like, okay,
That's why you're having a show to find out what he's doing.
it. You know what he's doing? Bringing your Wanda back. How about that?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what he's doing.
There you go. That's the
Yeah,
main
so that's
reason
all
I
your
watch
magic.
it. That's the main reason I watch it.
AJ, are you excited for this
I don't
Vision
know why
quiz
answer you
show?
thought you were gonna get.
I set myself up. You're
I
right.
ask
You're
him that
absolutely
every.
right.
I tell him that every week.
I did it. I did it. It's my fault. I don't disagree. AJ, the likelihood this sets up West Coast Avengers. What do you think?
I would say 65%. That's
Only 65?
I'll take it.
That's a high
Hawkeye.
chance right there.
That's Hawkeye season 2.
Could be higher.
Could be. I'll give it.
That's
65%.
Hawkeye season 2. Trevon, if I get a season 2 of Hawkeye, it needs to be about Kate Bishop. That was the whole point of the first season.
It could be
was
about
to
both of
pass
them
it to
again.
Kate Bishop.
It could be
No,
about
that
both of them
defeats the purpose.
again. Why not?
That defeats the purpose.
Split it.
Because the whole point
Too
was to
close.
pass it.
She on the East Coast, he's on the West. There you go. Boom.
At that point, I don't think he would still classify himself as Hawkeye. He would
Anyway,
just go by
I am excited for the show. Do I need to see a little bit more to be even more excited?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like everything.
Not with the Batman. I was already excited with that before I even saw the trailer.
AJ, why though? 'Cause that shit was greatness.
So it was greatness.
It was greatness. You got damn right. It was greatness.
Any
saying.
Marvel show, I'm pretty much watching no matter what it is. So
It's true.
boom.
That's a true
Then
statement.
Trevon, why do you talk down on it? No, good and goddamn
Because
well
I
you go watch
can.
Because I can't.
Man.
See, and this is why we need to eliminate freedom of speech. This is why. This is why. That everybody should just be able to just be saying things. This is why. See, we're gonna fix that. But no, I'm really excited for this, and it's so funny because I was rewatching Endgame yesterday. Like I'm trying to watch everything Black Panther was in leading up to Wakanda Forever this Thursday, which is really fucking emotional. Holy shit. But one thing I did notice is at the end of Endgame, the way Endgame ended, and DIdge, I think you might find this hilarious. The way Endgame ended, when the shows came about, it did not properly set the shows up the way that Endgame ended. So, for example, then we're into our last topic, get out of here. So Endgame ends with Bucky and Sam seeming very close, only for the show to start, and they could not be more divided. That was confusing, right? Even Bucky accepting that Steve wanted to give the mantle to Sam. He was like, hey, I think that's for you, man. Like, go talk to him. You know, and he's like, I think it fits you. You get to the show, and they're just like, fuck you. And it's like, whoa.
Yo, wait, hold on.
Maybe got mad if they didn't actually want to use it.
Hold on.
Right. That's
Right,
what
it
it is.
Yeah.
Within the show, they explained why they had that internal
Animosity.
strife.
They did?
Because Sam
No.
gave up
And
the
that
shield
writing was
Right.
to the government.
shitty. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
he was mad.
How was that shitty?
He was mad at him giving the shield back. That's
Yeah.
what he was mad at.
Yeah, bitch.
It's
I
like
don't
he
want
gave it to you. Why would you?
Right,
give it to
why
the
would you
government?
give it to
Yeah,
them,
Steve also
Yeah.
gave it to me being a white man, not knowing that I'm a black man. This shit's a lot of stress, man.
Which is
like,
This is the point.
this is a lot, this is a lot I got to
Yeah, I
deal
was
with.
gonna
Why
say, you just
someone
explain-
reason gave it to
Well,
you.
a lot I gotta
Winter
deal
Soldier
with.
is a badass show. It was great. It had great
A
writing.
bad
I don't
show?
feel
I
like
agree. Yeah, I agree. It's a bad show.
No, I liked
don't
it a lot
disagree.
too.
Y'all had a lot of
Don't
fun.
disagree.
It was a great show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. I get you guys' taste now. All right, let's move on to our last topic. We got some Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse casting, voice casting news.
He
A
got back
lot
in
of
Marvel
really.
the best way he could.
Say it again.
I said he
Smart.
got back in Marvel the best way he could. He said, "Let me get in some kind of Marvel. He couldn't get back in Black Panther, so he got back in this."
Oh, Daniel, I didn't know who you were
who was-
talking
I
about.
was gonna say.
I didn't know who you were talking about. So I guess I'll start with that. Thank you, Trevon. Daniel Kaluuya will be voicing
Kaluuya?
They call him Kaluuya.
Who did?
Kaluuya.
Almost every press thing he's done, they've called him Kaluuya.
They must be saying it wrong then.
I've never heard
well, then
that.
that might be the case. I
must
won't
be
argue
saying
that.
it wrong.
I won't argue that, but that's what I heard when I was listening to the press junket for what was the movie he just did with Jordan Peele? Nope. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh well, again, you know how the other people be saying black names, so that's very possible. But all right, he was casted as the voice of Spider-Punk. Very interesting and very colorful. Are these movies? Is this movie becoming very colorful? Very, very, very colorful. That also goes with Issa Rae voicing Spider-Woman, and Oscar Isaac voicing Spider-Man 2099.
Mm-hmm.
So getting a lot of color up in that shit.
What'd you say?
You know what I'm saying?
AJ?
A lot of color. What'd you say, AJ?
Miguel.
Miguel
Just
O'Hara.
Oh, Miguel, yeah.
All right, thank you, DIdge, for catching that. This motherfucker didn't even remember what he said.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
All right. So, Joel, I'll go to you first because these two were more so a rumor, not confirmed. But it was rumored Tom Holland and Yuri might be voicing their respective Spider-Man counterparts in this animated movie. And I think Blake was thinking that the animated voice from Spectacular Spider-Man would be in it. But I didn't hear that anywhere, so I didn't know where
I heard the
that
Japanese Spider-Man will be.
I heard about that too.
God.
Japanese
Oh,
Spider-Man.
no, that was so fucking bad. Oh my god.
So it'd be cool to see.
Bro, it was the 70s.
Oh my god. I didn't expect it to be any better. I just never needed to be reminded
I
of
love how they just made their version.
I love Japanese Spider-Man.
Japanese Spider had his own robot, bro.
That's why I loved it. He had his own robot. He had guns.
That shit was just as confusing as in the Incredible Hulk show, just deciding, hey, what's his name in the comics? Bruce Banner. Yeah, well, this guy's David. The fuck? Why? That's what we wanted to do.
You really want to know why? There's a reason.
Go ahead.
They said the name Bruce sounded gay.
They were horrible. They just wrote off a whole name.
They wrote off a whole name. They called him
You know there was somebody named Bruce in that writer's room. Just
ridiculous.
They said,
you
wait,
forget
what?
my name was Bruce? It's like, oh, well, not you. Not you. Not you. We mean other. No, it's you, bro. It's
It was
you.
there different
We don't
different
really
times.
like
Different times. Obviously.
We don't really like you, Bruce. Sorry. Yeah, you can go home. Sorry.
Oh, I did not know that. That is wild.
Stupid shit. Yeah.
I will say, going back and watching old sitcoms, you can definitely see how the world was skewed drastically.
Yeah.
When it came to social issues. Just like, you let him say that? Like a lot. All right, okay. Well, don't re-air this shit. Y'all want to continue to get checks? Don't re-air. We'll cancel it.
True.
But Joel, with some of these voice castings, how excited are you now to get this movie?
Great. Good.
Oh,
Very, very excited.
Words. Oh,
yeah, I was
very
like, yeah. I mean, we should have got it this year, honestly.
Yes.
It wasn't ready, so no, I do not agree with that.
I didn't say it.
Perfection.
I said
we
we could have got it this year. Which, sad, but they needed the time. I get it. But these castings I'm very excited to see who else we get because I really enjoyed all the Spider-Man we got last time. Mm-hmm. From Gwen to
Penny Parker.
Penny, I loved Penny. That was I'd never heard of that character until that movie. That was pretty cool. Spider Ham, not getting fucking Nicolas Cage to be Noir. That was awesome.
That was fantastic. That was perfect casting.
That was so out of left field too.
So I wanted to ask you, Joel, and I'll ask you, AJ, when I go to you next. But what's his name? The vampire. You think we'll get to him somewhere before this this saga is over? Yeah, no, not Morbius. The actual vampire from the Spideyverse comics.
You like Moreland?
Yes, Moreland. Yes, Moreland.
Will we? Probably. I mean, in this,
Sky's the
I don't
limit.
know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Because to me, that was when Spider-Punk was not introduced, but that was when he got one of his arcs was through
Well,
the
I mean,
idea of
he was
them
one
all
of the
having
main
to come
villains
together.
and we're getting one of those villains in the Madam Web movie, Ezekiel.
Right. Yep.
We'll
So I was just curious if you guys thought that was a possibility.
It's possible. I mean,
saga.
because at the end of the day, Moreland was the big bad of the Spider-Verse storyline. That's possible at the end of the day. Because right now there's no, we know the Spot is in it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how big a role. Like, is he from a specific universe? Is he like we don't know the story?
Well, I accepted him for this one because it's a two-parter. So I'm like, he could just be for this part one, and then whoever the true big bad is, we get in part two.
Right.
So that's why I was more kind of just like, oh, that's fine. If it's a two-parter, I don't mind. I don't mind it.
I'm also very happy that we're gonna get Spider-Punk because I think that's I like that character a lot, and I think a lot of people don't know.
Yep.
That Spider-Punk is now Hobie. You know, there's a lot of people that he wasn't always Hobie. That's why. But the more recent Spider-Punk is black, and that character doesn't get enough love, honestly. And I think he's a really interesting, cool character. So they got Daniel to be it. Daniel's a great actor, so that's a win. And now we've heard that's I think Scarlet Spider's supposed to be in it too, in some capacity. So I'm like, cool, that's awesome. Was it oh my god, who else is supposed to be in it? I mean, there's a lot of, obviously you just mentioned a couple that we might get. Tom Holland and Yuri as PlayStation Spider-Man. So I'm like, who knows? There's so many avenues you can go with. That's why, to me, what Sony did or is doing with their Sony movies and making like spin-offs of villains, I'm like, they should just do like spin-offs of these Spider-Verse movies.
Right.
Have their own universe that don't touch. You can have a 2099 movie. You can have a noir movie, and you have different actors, and then you can do some crazy live-action Spider-Verse movie.
They also could just do the live-action version of this, in their own universe. Yeah. Like, we always said that, like, just let Marvel have Peter and just do some really cool shit with Miles, and then just blend the two. Right.
And when the day comes, you can ask for Peter, and then have Peter join up in the Spider-Verse movie. It's fucking awesome.
There you go. That's all you have to do. There you go. Instead of you trying to horn in on the fucking MCU checks, just try to do your own cool shit in the Sonyverse.
Look, they're not that inventive. It's okay.
Well, no, that's the problem. They are. That's what these animated movies are. They're just not that inventive for live action. But it's like, why would you think this wouldn't sell? But villains that nobody's heard of before would.
They will.
Like, why? I don't understand. Why would that sell more? So that's the only thing that's confusing to me. It's like, God damn, Amy would have never let this shit.
Amy Pascal Power there, like, so you want to do this live action? Yes. We want to say animated. What?
Nah, Amy is still trying to find a way to connect that shit to Kevin. You know, she calling him every day. Hey, you up? I am. You're not blocking your number. Like, the fuck is this calling me?
Is she still producing? One of the producers on this?
Well, she'll always be, just like Zach will always be a producer as long as those actors are attached. She'll always be a producer for some of these films. Especially like the Venom movies, anything with Tom Holland, she'll always be connected to. But I don't think she's still active in Sony. I think she got a different role somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm looking
last time I checked. Yeah, I think she got a role somewhere else.
Amen.
Oh shit, Trevon, I'm so sorry. He went through all the work to put this in here. I didn't put that shit up. I'm sorry. I didn't even put that up. But yeah, so I'm really excited for this. AJ, how far are you hoping to go with this Spideyverse in this animated world? Do you hope they lean a little bit more into the comics, or do you hope that they, just continue to create their own lane like they have been?
Actually, I want them to create their own lane on this one.
Okay.
They did a good job with the first one. I have a lot of hope that they can continue this good streak that they're on right now. So I have a lot of faith in them. So I'll keep it their way. I like the originality that they're doing. That's the first time and the last time y'all hear me say that. I'm excited for this movie.
That's why I asked you that, because I know that you're usually not on that ballpark, but it's cool to hear you say that. Because to me, they have done great work with creating their own lane. So it's like, if it works, there's no need to stop it.
One of the best comic book movies right now, live action 100%. Or animated. It's
100%. It definitely invoked a lot of emotion for me. I never thought a Spider-Man movie would. But goddamn, did it. DIdge, how excited are you about this casting and this movie?
Oh, I can't wait. I was sad when it got pushed back, but AJ is right. If it wasn't perfected, it should have. Oh, I don't like saying that, but it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been released at when it was. But I can't wait. They should honestly scrap the live action stuff and just build this out.
Yes, 100%.
Just keep building this. And
unfortunately, as bad as Morbius and those Venom movies are, made money.
Well, they're still are planning on making a whole universe.
They make money, and if you think a Bad Bunny led project won't also make money, that is probably the biggest icon in music right now. And you think he won't bring his fan base right on over to that movie? You got Bad Bunny all the way fucked up. That motherfucker's about.
What is he gonna be?
El Muerto.
I don't even know that character is.
Well, I don't even think Bad Bunny knows who the fuck.
I don't either.
You know what the funny part is right now? As of right now, they're starting the year of 2024. In January is El Muerto currently, and Madam Web is in February. So they're gonna.
Sounds about right.
Well, I don't know if that'll stay that way, but as of right now, that's how it is.
To me, you might as well do that. You might as well do that because what it'll do is it'll kind of set realistic expectations for Madam Web. After that movie, you'll kind of go, okay, all right, no expectations for Madam Web, and then maybe people might be a lot kinder to it. Maybe, who knows? Who fucking knows?
Crazy.
But you like this casting, DIdge, for Spider-Man?
Yeah, like I said, I'm really excited for this. Daniel Kaluuya is definitely he's a good actor. So it'll be fun to see him voice that. And I don't care what you say. I am excited to see Japanese Spider-Man get a spot in this. I don't think he's gonna have a huge role, obviously, but it's gonna be great to see just to bring in all the Spider-Mans. Anybody who ever did anything Spider-Man, bring them in.
You talking about a heavy?
That's what I want.
I mean, if they can get themselves Andrew and Toby, I think they will.
Yeah. You know, Andrew is somewhere just like, yeah, y'all know I'll fucking do it. Just write the check, bitch. I'll be there.
I would have been fine if they just. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Joel. Go ahead.
No, I said I would have been fine if they just recasted Toby and Andrew as different Spider-Men, like from different universes.
Oh, you know what I would have liked? Fuck. You know what I would have liked Toby to have voiced? Remember in the Spideyverse comics where Uncle Ben had the powers of Spider-Man? I would have loved for him to have voiced that.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, remember he just wore like a mask and like a t-shirt. That was it. he looked so fucking horrible.
Very average.
Very average. But he had the power, and I thought that would have been real. Because remember, a lot of people were trying to queue up for Toby to be Uncle Ben in the MCU.
Right.
So I'm like, this makes a lot more sense for you to play around a lot more in the animated world as opposed to. It would have been really no, it wouldn't have been confusing. Maybe it would have hit harder if he was the Uncle Ben in the MCU, and then he shows up in the last Spider-Man movie. It's like the OG Spider-Man. It's like,
Yeah, Uncle Ben looked like me.
Right. This is fucking weird. This is really fucking with my head.
Multiverse shit is awesome.
Trevon, end this out on this topic, man. You excited for this movie?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I do feel like it's taking too long, but I understand why they delayed it and all the stuff they did. And it's part 1 and part 2, right?
Yeah.
I
think the first part is middle of next year, and then
Across and Beyond.
Yeah, you got June 2nd, 2023, and then Beyond is 29th of March.
My birthday.
Oh, March. Got you. Sorry, I thought it was December. I'm thinking
March.
Cool. Yeah, I'm happy for him to, he can get back in Marvel the best way he can. Very happy for him.
You keep saying that like he got kicked out.
It's just my first. It's just so funny. That was my first thought when I saw it. I saw it can't be a Black Panther, but he can be in this. Good for him.
Wasn't that he couldn't be? Yeah, he was filming Nope while it happened. Yeah, he had a choice to do Nope or Black Panther.
Bad
he wanted to do Nope.
But yeah,
Nope was great.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think that's a bad choice. Again, Trevon, if he's in Wakanda forever, out of all the people that you know that are in this movie, how large do you fucking think his role was truly going to be in this movie?
That's not the point. You're still in the Marvel movie.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I don't know, starring versus being in a background.
That's what I'm saying. I want a star. Yeah, hell yeah, I want a star.
One bigger paycheck, that's for sure.
That's for damn sure. All right, I want to end us on this because this just not just dropped, but this just was sent around to everybody. Jason Momoa was doing press for Slumberland, and he was just asked a question about James Gunn and Peter Safran, and his comments were, with James and Peter running the DCU, there are going to be a lot of cool things coming up, and one of my dreams will come true under their watch. So that's very intriguing to see what that dream is.
He's being recast as. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
Anyway, to me, that means James has already sat down with James and Peter have already sat down with some of the talent and talked to them.
Well, I would assume Safran has been around since Aquaman. So.
Oh no, but I'm saying since James is more the creative side, I'm sure whatever that dream is that Momoa wanted to do, it was something that he talked with James Gunn about.
Keep in mind, he was in Peacemaker.
Yes, he was. So they could have been talking for a while. So that's pretty cool to hear cool shit like that. Like the talent is already smitten by the new regime. That's always good to hear. But all right, guys, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing GVN Sports tomorrow, and then we are off the rest of the week. It is Wakanda Forever week, guys. We will be fully engorged into Wakanda. We will be doing our review for it next Wednesday.
Sunday.
No, the world needs their time to actually see this movie.
We don't care about the
give
world.
them the weekend.
I
do care about. That's who watches this, AJ.
No, you don't.
Who watches this? Well, don't say no, you don't. Encourage them to watch it. Yeah, this AJ's.
No, yeah, watch it on Saturday. That way we can do it on Sunday. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll be doing our review for Wakanda Forever next Wednesday, and we'll be getting into Titans next week also.
Awesome.
All right, so can't wait
for that.
That show's still out.
No,
for now.
Unfortunately.
Maybe if you ask next year, we'll see.
Not even next year. Maybe if you ask in a month. Maybe it won't be.
Those first couple episodes.
Hold on, this only part 1, right? So
yeah,
that is true. That is true.
No, these first couple episodes were.
Yeah, the end of that first episode was just like, y'all just don't respect any fucking thing, huh? Y'all just pull your pants down.
The end of the first episode, I was just like, why am I watching this again? Like,
oh god, I have thought.
I'm glad I'm out of that.
It definitely tested my patience as a fan of comic book lore. It's for sure, for damn sure.
Down with those writers.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I can't fight, but if I ever meet those writers on the street, they're gonna have to square up. That's for damn sure. Y'all have to square up.
I need to write who's holding the budget back.
Time out. Last thing I'm gonna say, we're getting out of here. When Nightwing said, "Wait, Lex Luthor, that's the only person Bruce was ever afraid of," I said, bitch, what Bruce? Bruce? What fucking Bruce we talking? Bruce Springfield? What Bruce is afraid of fucking Lex Luthor? I know it ain't Wayne. I know it ain't motherfucking Bruce Wayne afraid of Lex Luthor. I don't know who the fuck these writers are.
I don't know why you build them up.
Y'all gonna have to square me up.
You know what I mean?
That was the thing that I didn't
y'all writers gonna have to
understand.
square me up, dog. I'm sorry. Y'all fucking with the wrong
I'm sorry,
one.
but if y'all didn't see the signs earlier since season 1,
I want to talk about something off here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did. I was talking to my brother about it. This is a show I literally tuned in just to go, all right, what kind of bullshit's happening now?
No, but that's my problem. That's my problem, AJ, is that Titans does really cool shit. And then shit that you just go, there's no way the same people.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. That's the issue. I'm not dealing with that. If it's so bad that the parts are so bad.
It's not so bad. It's just jarring.
They killed off Donna.
They
killed off Donna. Oh my god.
And brought her back.
All right, yeah, we're getting out of here, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching and joining into the conversation today. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Titans is the worst show ever.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. But I want to thank Trevon, AJ, DIdge, and Joel for joining me on this episode. Until next time, guys. Peace.